Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
It's not Tuesday. What's going on, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everybody this is episode number 375 episode for the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, folks, if you haven't already done so, which let me tell you, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Let's put it that way. And we'll talk about that at the end of the damn broadcast, because goddamn Twitter, you sorry sacks of crap. I'm sick of these stupid left-wing liberal half-a-fruity tards out here that are running Twitter. And I'm talking to you, Jack, you over-feminized fruit bowl piece of trash. You're running the goddamn company into the ground, and it looks like you could care less about it. But anyway, currently, my goddamn Twitter address is politicsghost. All right, all one word, no underscores. Politicsghost is the name to follow, all right? And by the way, folks, all right, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this at the end of the broadcast before Radio Graffiti. I do have a Gab address at this point, which is the alternative to Twitter. For you folks that are unaware, there is an alternative to Twitter. The address on this is, put this in your address bar, gab, G-A-B.ai. That's gab.ai. And there's a little bit of a waiting list to get on this, because you can tell that even though they want to make this particular social media a free speech forum, you can tell that they're not trying to, have a bunch of, ridiculous troll terrorists and cyber vermin, or a bunch of people that are just going to go ahead and rabble-rouse like they do over here on Twitter. You know, you got people calling for the assassination of Trump, calling for violence towards Trump, and, you don't see anything happen to these damn accounts, but you happen to be a pro-Trump account, you happen to be a Trump 2016 account, part of the Trump train, all of a sudden, you get messed with by Twitter, for Christ's sake. I've even had tweets from people that are grandmothers that are all part of the Trump train that are stating that they got silenced on Twitter because of what they were freaking posting, all right? They were posting nothing but articles that were exposing the contradictions of the goddamn Democrats and the Hillary Clinton campaign and Obama, and they were targeted, for Christ's sake. So Twitter, shove it up your fruit bowl ass, you son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. My apologies, folks. I'm just pissed off about it. I'm telling you this right now. So my backup now, if something happens to me on Twitter, all right, if Twitter decides that it wants to take me down and wants to martyr me like the others, all right, like Milo, Ricky Vaughn, they tried to do the same thing to James O'Keefe. Luckily, he's got a team of lawyers that is probably scaring the bejesus out of Jack and his stupid leftist Gestapo squad on Twitter. But, if I end up being another one of these martyrs out here, digital martyrs, well, then follow me on Gab, folks. The Gab address is the same address as the Twitter address, Politics Ghost, all right? Politics Ghost, for Christ's sake, all right? I'm serious, all right? I'm not joking. I'm sick and tired of these dumbass Twitter jerk dicks, man. They are going to run this damn company into the ground. And look, maybe that's what they want to do. I don't know. I mean, is that the legacy you want to leave in CEO-hood there, Jack Dorsey? Huh? Running a goddamn company into the ground because you are a politically motivated fruit bowl that likes to, from my perspective, maybe play for the pink team? Huh? Is that it? Huh? Yeah, I saw you there with D. Ray McKesson, all right? I wonder what you and D. Ray McKesson are. Huh? I wonder what y'all are doing, for Christ's sake, huh? Yeah, Jesus Christ. You know what? I don't really care. I don't want to know. Anyway, look, let's get to the markets first, folks. I got to get through these markets because there's a lot to talk about. It was green today, all right? I mean, markets were on the plus side today, and the reason was, folks, is because it's already set in the market at this point that investors believe that there is going to be an interest rate hike by the Federal Reserve, but it's going to be a very gradual one. It's possibly going to be a quarter point, half point gradual increase, and this is obviously based upon today's trading, is the consensus of the investment community in this particular market. And it's reflected in today's positive numbers. Moreover, we're seeing a little bit of a dollar slide because we've been having a run on the dollar here for the past couple of weeks. People are now, trading in those dollars and putting them in other equities or, wanting to get paid in other currencies, so on and so forth. So you got a lot of people getting out of the dollar here right now. Not to say it's a huge slide, but it's one enough to bring back some positivity in not only the equities, but in the commodities as well. So we're going to go ahead and get to that. Let's go ahead and get to the stock market at this point in time. All right, and for you folks that don't follow me in the morning, all right? If you all don't follow me in the morning, I mean, I don't know what the hell you're doing, man. I'm giving away free money, all right, in the morning. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I don't know if you're eating Fruit Loops and watching cartoons, for Christ's sake. I'm over here. I'm giving out free money to anybody who understands the stock market to a very, very basic extent, all right, who has an alternative trade system account to a certain degree, or if you happen to be with a traditional brokerage account and you have over $25,000, well, then lucky you, because most people that listen to my broadcast don't. And that's why I always try to advocate that, independent alternative trade services, such as the letter U, stocktrade.com. All right, that's for American traders that, don't have the $25,000 to get around the loophole so that you can trade more than 3 times every 5-day business cycle. I mean, give me a break. And that's why I advocate this, because not only on ustocktrade.com, the letter U, stock, S-T-O-C-K, trade, T-R-A-D-E.com. The reason and they don't pay me, folks. I'm telling you this right now. I swear, these people, I'm not like Casey Neistat over here, right? I'm not over here, look at where I'm going, and lo and behold, this idiot's getting payola under the table, all right? No, Stock Trade has not given me 1 red cent. They've offered to give me some T-shirts and whatnot, and I appreciate it, but no, it's all right. I want to advocate for everyone who has a limited amount of resources. Let's say you want to get in the stock market, but you don't want to put in $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in it. But you've got about, $300, $500 that you could possibly put into an account. I strongly advise you to do so, folks, because in the morning, you could literally trade stocks in the morning to basically get some liquidity from the market that's there for everybody. Get some liquidity and put it in your pocket as a supplemental income. Now, people have been asking me, Ghost, do I have to claim these on my taxes? Is that a question? Was that a real question? Of course you've got to claim this on your taxes. I mean, if you are making any kind of money, you got to claim it on your goddamn taxes. That's all there is to it. Now, look, I am not a tax expert, folks, but I would strongly advise folks, if you are making some serious money on trades, to potentially look at, different tax strategies in being able to, tax your profits as it relates to the trades that you make. Now, let's say you're a very, very good trader. Let's say you take $500 and you make it into like $10,000 within a couple of months, and then you're like, hey, I'm the man, or I'm the woman, whatever, or the tranny, or the pansexual, or whatever, and you decide that you want to do this full time. Well, you don't want to do, this kind of, trading, this type of consistent trading on your own personal name. Whatever your Social Security number is, if you're making over about $10,000 a year on trading, in my personal opinion, I would strongly advise you to start looking into trying to find your own corporation. And look, I don't want to get into the whole rigmarole of how to build a corporation, how to start a corporation, the different styles of corporations, LLC, C Corp, S Corp, so on and so forth. But once you trade under the corporation's entity, you are all of a sudden taxed at a different rate, specifically if you are doing trading exclusively. Now, let's say you want to make a business that's just exclusively just trading equities, trading ETFs, market-based type of activity. Well, there is an option, and look, I am only saying this for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a tax expert. You need to look and do your own due diligence. This is for American taxpayers, and look, just look into it for yourself. Try to get a corporation and file under the IRS as an S Corp. Because if you file as a stock trader, like, you're opening up your own stock corporation, and believe it or not, you run it out of your house if you really want to, or you can get yourself an office, file as a corporation. You go to your state saying, hey, I want to incorporate my state. There's all kinds of potential state taxes and corporate taxes in your state that you need to look into as well. But when you file as an S Corp with the IRS, because you have to petition, you have to not necessarily petition, but you got to apply so that they can grant you S Corp status. Now, let's say you're a trader and you didn't do the S Corp status, and you're an LLC, which is a pass-through entity, or a C Corp, which is not necessarily a pass-through entity, but an individual, independent entity, like. Remember when Romney said corporations are people? That's what he's talking about. He's talking about C Corps, all right? Now, the difference between all these is that if you're trading under an LLC or a C Corp, you are going to be taxed on the profits of those trades at 25%. At 25% is what you're going to be taxed at. Now, let's say you didn't do that. Let's say you do it under your regular name. Whatever your name is, Joe Blow, under your Social Security number. Well, depending on how much you make each year and what tax bracket you fall under, you could pay anywhere from 35 to about 40+%. Well, let me take that back, 30 to 40+%. And when I mean plus, I'm talking about maybe a fractional percentile higher than 40 on your capital gains under your personal name, all right? Now, that doesn't seem fair, does it? That doesn't seem fair that here you are, you're an individual, you're busting your ass, right? And let's say you made $20,000, $30,000, trading in your own name. And let's say you have a job, and the job makes you about $35,000. Well, that puts you in a totally different tax bracket. And capital gains under your personal name are taxed at, it depends on where your tax bracket is. It's very different for everybody. It could be anywhere from 30 to 40%. But you see, if you're trading as a corporation, all right, as a corporation, all you've got to do is basically file those capital gains under the corporation and then before you know it, you're either taxed under C Corp or LLC at 25%, or you're taxed under an S Corp at 15%. All right? 15%.
Changing a song can change your whole day, but change has never been this powerful. At Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, we're rolling out our capable new lineup and big savings. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Offers end soon.
Now, under an S Corp as well, folks, and this means that if you are exclusively trading stocks under your corporation, not only do you get to write off most of your losses under the S Corp, but you also get to write off any commissions paid. There's a lot of generous tax loopholes to S Corps if you happen to open up one and you're a serious trader. All right, now look, let's just say you're an out-of-work person, and mommy and daddy or Uncle Billy or somebody gave you $500 and you're sleeping on Mammy's couch, and you're able to make a personal income of yourself for about $25,000. Well, then that isn't a capital gains. That is a personal income, and you can file that as a personal income if it doesn't go over a certain tax bracket. Now, you see, if it goes over a certain tax bracket, at some point, some of that income turns into either capital gains, and it depends. You gotta talk to your accountant. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk to your accountant on this stuff. So anyway, that's why I'm trying to tell people that being a capitalist is not easy, baby. You understand what I'm saying? You got to know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing. But hey, you got to start making money so that you can realize that, hey, whoa, Jesus Christ, I'm making money. These taxes, they're killing me, baby. They're killing me. So that's what you got to do, man. All right. So I hope that straightens out some of the tweets that I've been getting here as of late. Like, do I have to pay taxes, Ghost? No. I mean, of course you've got to pay taxes. Good God. Anyway, folks, let's get to the stock market breakdown here, folks. Okay. Once again, we see everything on the plus side. All right. Everything on the plus side because we're seeing the dollar sliding here. And, of course, the earnings that the stocks have been recently coming out with have been very generous to the investors out here. So that's why you're seeing such positivity. All right, Dow Jones Industrials is up today 75.54 points, a percentage increase of 0.42%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrials at 18,161.94 points. For the Dow Jones Industrial. S&P also on the plus side, baby, 13.10 point increase. That's 13.10 point increase on the day, closing out the S&P, increasing on a percentile basis, 0.62%. 0.62% increase on the day, closing out the S&P at 2,139.60 points for the S&P 500. The NASDAQ, it is also up today. It was up a little bit generous, to say the least. It was up 44.01 points, a percentage increase of 0.85%, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,243.84 points for the NASDAQ composite. Now, for you folks that were listening in the morning, all right, I was giving away money, and I was giving away money on a Taco Tuesday, baby. Now, look, folks, if you were not up with me this morning or you didn't have a trading account, hell, just practice with us in the morning if necessary. I think the letter U, stocktrade.com, has a stock simulator that you can do absolutely free to see if you can legitimately make money, if you can legitimately understand how to catch the dips, ride the waves, and if you could see that you can make some serious fake money, well, then maybe that'll encourage you and give you the confidence to realize that this crap ain't that hard. All right, it really is not that hard. All right, I mean, especially if you've got the motive of profit. Putting a fire up your ass. I mean, you would think that this would be a little easy, wouldn't it, huh? Now, folks, look. I always give stocks to watch before the market bell rings, and the reason I suggest this, folks, is because I want everybody to start making money. I mean, like I have said, there's a reason why I am being followed by legitimate investors, legitimate day traders, day trading magazines, trader magazines, so on and so forth, folks, because the information that I'm putting out speaks for itself. All right? I mean, it speaks for itself, baby. Now, one of the stocks that I suggested this morning, let me tell you, you could have rode this one all day long and made serious goddamn money on a Taco Tuesday. Ironically, I'm talking about none other than Del Taco restaurants, for Christ's sake. I mean, good God. Did you see it beat the street's expectations on earnings, all right? I mean, in the pre-market, it was up plus 10%, all right? And when you see a dramatic increase for a stock in the pre-market like that, this is a strategy that I like to use because people tend to see the pre-market and it gets them funny in the pants and they just want to go right at it. They just, right when the bell rings, they want to buy. You need to take a step back a little bit, all right? And the reason I say that is because people ask me, well, Ghost, how do you trade in the pre-market? You know, how can I get in on the pre-market action? Well, you see, this is where brokerage accounts who, you know, charge anywhere from $5 to $8.95 per trade on their brokerage accounts. These are kinds of services that they offer. They offer pre-market trading. They offer after-hours trading. They offer these types of instruments, shorting, options, that sort of thing. You see, the alternative trade system that I'm talking about with the letter U, stocktrade.com, they basically just sell equities exclusively, and they do not service the over-the-counter stock exchange, which is the OTC, which comprises most of the penny stocks that everybody likes to invest in, which I've never been a big penny stock guy because, I mean, you know, I just don't like it. Hey, if that's what you do, that's what you do. I don't like it. I personally don't like it. But anyway, folks, this is where this pre-market activity comes from. The pre-market activity comes from these folks that are, you know, they got big brokerage accounts. You know, they think that they're going to, you know, be able to cash in the pre-market or potentially hype the stock itself so that it could take off really quick in the morning. Because you see, what happens is if you see a high increase in the pre-market, and if it takes off right away as soon as the bell rings, you know, and you bellwether, hey, hell, at this point you better well know that the people in the pre-market are looking to make a quick profit, so they're going to be the first ones selling off if you see a quick takeoff, a quick jump on any stock that's hot in the pre-market when the bell rings. You understand that? Once the bell rings, see how far it takes off, and once you start seeing a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of a drop, that's when you need to start thinking about what kind of a move you need to make. And you need to make it quick, all right? You're very lucky if you get the absolute bottom of the dip, all right? But you want to get a part of the dip so that when you get a part of that dip, you get a little bit more profit, and then you ride that wave. Now, I'd like for everybody to take a look at the symbol of Del Taco Restaurants. It is symbol TACO, TACO, believe it or not, on a Taco Tuesday. Now, take a look at this beautiful chart here in the morning. I mean, good God. Look, first of all, I was telling everybody, you know, that, you know, why don't you calm down on Del Taco? It looks good. Wait for the first dip, all right? First dip happened right as the bell rang, all right? People got into it, and then all of a sudden, what happened? Whoop! A dramatic sell-off within the first few minutes of Del Taco being traded on the exchange. I mean, you all see that right here in the chart, right? If you would have picked that up at any point in that dip, you would have made serious goddamn money. I'm talking serious money. If you would have just held on to it at about 10:30, all right? Do you see that dramatic increase, that dramatic wave? And there was a double dip there. And if you take a look at my Twitter timeline, I called that double dip, no pun intended for you assholes that are going to troll me on that. I called this double dip, and I was telling everybody, you better get in on this dip. This is a big wave here. And, man, did it go up and up and up, baby. I mean, the day's high was 1425. You could have got in somewhere in the morning, anywhere in the morning from, I would say, high 1340s, like 1349, to anywhere to about maybe 1352, 1353, and been able to ride this until 10:30 and sold off anywhere. I mean, look at that big-ass wave. You could have sold off anywhere in that son of a bitch. Now, I called the third dip, believe it or not, right before lunchtime, and look, right around this time, folks, you see this right around 11 o'clock? Now, right around this time, we started seeing higher volume trading for this stock. Now, traditional volume for this stock, and for you folks that don't understand what market volume is, it's the amount of shares traded of the share in question. So the average market volume daily for Del Taco is only 350,399 shares traded of this stock traded each day. Today, it was well over, I think, about 6 million. And you started seeing those sons of bitches coming in around 11 o'clock. And you see, that's when you started seeing the chart change a little bit. You see those choppy waves? The waves all of a sudden get choppy, and there's a lot of, I don't know if I want to go up. I don't know if I want to go down. That's because there's too many people coming in and out of this stock. Now, what causes these slow, choppy waves, folks, are these high-frequency traders. And I'm not talking about day traders. I'm talking about these machines, believe it or not, that are actually trading in the market today. They're computers that literally trade on their own. They're autonomous computers, all right? And they trade stocks and, literally go in and out of a stock within seconds, sometimes milliseconds, just so that they can get a cent or half of a cent on each trade. And they do this because the algorithms are already pre-written. They do these on very sophisticated high CPUs, high processing-based CPUs, so they can process these things in a very, very dramatic instant. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the goddamn entities. These are the investors, the virtual machines that find these shares based upon the activity, based upon profits. They find it. And once they find it, you can start telling that these machines are involved in this stock. And you can just look at the market volume. I mean, like right around the time at about 11 o'clock, I mean, there was already about 2 million shares traded of Del Taco. I mean, the average daily volume is only 350,000 shares. So that's why I'm saying, folks, this is what prohibits these bigger waves from happening. Once you start seeing a lot of market volume in a stock, that's when you're going to start, having to be patient. You're not going to see as many waves. Look in the morning. Look from about 9:30 to about 11 a.m. Look at those waves. All right, you started seeing a little chop there. Once you started seeing the day's high, that was a little before 10:30. Started seeing a little chop, but everybody was, still kind of riding the wave. And then you started seeing everybody and their brother come along. And all there is to it, you got these choppy waves, man. You got to hold on. I mean, look, I held on to the dip. I called the dip at right about 11:30, and we saw an increase. All right, and I held on to this until about lunchtime. As a matter of fact, I was surprised to see it raise during lunchtime. But hey, it was better late than never. Was able to cash out. And look, I went away from this stock, but let me tell you, right as lunch ended, it dipped again. And if you would have caught that dip right before lunch was over, you would have been able to catch another high either at 2 p.m. or right before the damn thing closed. Now, do you see how that damn price just drops like literally 15 minutes before the goddamn market closes? Do you see that? That's why you folks should never hold a share until the end of the day, because that's literally what happens. I mean, especially in a helter-skelter market like this, you got a lot of individuals who don't want to hold on to anything because, hey, a war could happen, a terrorist act could happen, anything could happen, and the last thing you want is to be holding shares and seeing these damn things go down the tubes, You know, you want to be holding cash is what you want, especially in an unstable time like this. That's why you've seen a run on the dollar as of late. Anyway, folks, I also said that another stock to watch was Netflix. And, man, the volume on Netflix was unbelievable, man. What was there, 20, 30 million shares, 40 million shares traded of Netflix? But this is one that I knew that if you would have got in on the morning, you would have capitalized generously. And look, people did. You know, you waited a couple of minutes. There was a slight dip in the first you could have got in anywhere the first 15 minutes of trading. And a couple of people did actually made about $12 a share on some folks. And, of course, this was kind of a high-priced share. But, hey, just imagine if you only have $200 in your account and you made this play this morning, and you got yourself a share and you held it and you made $12, well, you keep on going, baby. You understand what I'm saying? You keep on going. I mean, that's $12 in 10 minutes. I mean, if you can continue to do that and you have a whole day's trading to do it, you can turn that into a couple of $100 easy. Couple of $100, $300. It all depends on your ambition, your strategy, your ability to be able to read these dips and then ride those waves and be able to get out. Remember, it's kind of easy to kind of call the dips. It's very hard to get off the wave. You understand? Because the internal instinct of greed comes in. And you see, that's what I love about the capitalist market. Doesn't matter how greedy a person is, all right? The market's going to dictate whether or not you're going to succeed or fail because the market forces you to make a damn decision. It ain't no goddamn bureaucracy where you can just pass the ball off on somebody else. No, you got to make a decision. And that's what I love about the capitalist game, baby. I mean, that's what makes the best capitalist from those that are all right capitalists to those that are pissing and moaning because they don't get capitalism. You understand? And look, there's nothing wrong either way. I mean, look, a capitalist, it's not about being rich. You know, when you're a capitalist, it's not about being rich. It's about being able to be happy with whatever life that you are currently in and be able to sustain it. And if you're ever going to graduate to a higher lifestyle than the current life you're in, you better be ready to pay for it like you're paying for your current lifestyle indefinitely. Because I'm telling you, folks, there are a lot of people that I have grown old with out here that used to be rich, that used to be business owners, that used to have badass cars, that used to do this and that. I mean, they're all over the place, baby. And the reason is, to be honest with you, I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's very easy to make the money. All right? It's very easy to make the money. You want to know the hard part about it is? Keeping it and making more of it or sustaining what you have. I mean, that's the hardest part about capitalism, baby. All right? I mean, you can want everything, but the beautiful part about it is you got to keep working if you want the badass things in life. You know, you want the badass scotches, you want the badass house, you want the badass cars, you want the badass broads. You've got to continue to make money. And that's all there is to it, folks. I mean, look, I'm not saying that the stock market is the exclusive and only area to make money. The only reason I cover the markets is so that I can encourage working American capitalists that are taxpayers to participate in the tools of finance that are unfortunately exclusive to a financial elite, which it shouldn't be, because it's there for everybody. And on top of which, folks, that's what everybody's mindset should be focused upon, is how can I make more money? How can I create more streams of income? And just because you make the money, that's just part of it, man. I mean, because most people, you know what most people do when they make their money? They make their money and they blow it on crap. You know, they blow it on garbage. And that's why they end up poor again. That's why they end up poor, for Christ's sake. They don't realize that if you're going to make this money, you need to invest it, most of it, all right? Most of it. You need to put most of it in things that if a rainy day comes around, all right, you can sell this stuff for what you bought it or hopefully for a damn profit from what you bought it. I mean, that's what it comes down to, folks. I'm not joking, man. I mean, this is why I'm trying to encourage capitalists out here, man. I mean, no one is going to give you anything but you. No one's going to take care of you more than yourself. You understand that, folks? I mean, you can want everything. I want to go to Vegas. Oh, I want a Cadillac. Oh, I want to go to whatever it is that you want to do, you wish you could do, you could actually do. The only thing preventing you from doing it is the fact that you're not applying yourself to the tools necessary so that you can attain the right amount of money for you to do it. I mean, good God, man. I'm just saying, folks, you are the master of your life, all right? Do not believe that things are going to happen to you. You, as a capitalist, have to go out and you got to make things happen. That's what separates the true capitalists from those that want to sit on the sidelines with their hands out, pissing and moaning. You want to know the difference between a capitalist and a regular, everyday Obama American citizen? Whenever you talk to a capitalist, the last thing that they're going to tell you is their effing problems. Haven't you noticed that in Obama America? Whether it's family, friends, acquaintances, whatever you want to call it, every time you talk to them, it all comes around like, it's rough out here, I mean, we barely have enough to eat, and, my car payment is 2 months overdue, and, I mean, come on, man. I mean, I hate when people tell me their problems. I'm sorry. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't like when people tell me their problems unless I'm asking them about it. If I'm asking them about it, then I'm making it my business to hear their problems. But if I don't ask you about it, then shut up. Shut your mouth. All right? Everybody's got problems, assholes. I mean, God damn it, you self-righteous pieces of crap sometimes, man. Anyway, I'm going a little off keister there. My apologies, folks. Anyway, I wanted you to check out the Netflix. As you can see, do you see that very, very, it almost looks like a line, but you can see little chops in the Netflix chart. And, of course, the Netflix symbol is NFLX. NFLX. All right, take a look at that chart. I mean, by the time I got out of this stock because I realized I wasn't going to get anything more than maybe 19%, it was like 50 million shares traded by lunchtime or something of that nature. I mean, give me a freaking break. All right? I mean, that's just too many shares of this particular stock traded for you to, for you to see any kind of decent wave. There is no wave. I mean, look at that chart. Aside from the beginning of the morning, which I got in, and look, I'm not saying you get in right in the morning. Look at that gap right there. There were some minutes there where you could have analyzed and figured out, okay, look, I think this is the dip here. I think we're seeing the dip. Or if it explodes right off the bell, you wait for the dip because there's going to be a dip, all right? I mean, if there's assholes in the pre-market that are paying all this price for the freaking stock to go up 10%, they're going to want to cash out, all right? So there will be a damn dip. That's how I know how to speculate these dips, all right? That's why I know you could do it. The only person that doesn't believe you could do it is you.
Changing a song can change your whole day, but change has never been this powerful. At Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, we're rolling out our capable new lineup and big savings. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Offers end soon.
Anyway, folks, last but not least, I wanted everybody to take a look at IBM, symbol IBM. Now, for this one, this is for the folks that short. These are for the folks that like to short. Now, for you folks that don't know what shorting is, well, look it up for yourself. I explained it yesterday. I don't want to talk about it again today. But it's when you capitalize on the decrease in a share, in a decrease in a stock. And I said before the bell opened, that, this is a very good shorting opportunity. And look, the thing about IBM is that it was going to take an initial crash, and it did. Right there, right before, I would say about 9:30, I think I cashed out very, very early. Because remember, with shorting, you don't want to hold on to those shares. Once, you start seeing going up a little bit, you want to just get the hell out. Because in essence, IBM is not going to tank. I mean, the reason that it's seeing the decreases and the reason that I called it as a shorting opportunity is because of the fact that they're not necessarily wowing the streets with their revenue because they're investing a lot of their revenues into research and development. That's why you hear a lot about this Watson AI crap. I mean, lots of research and development going in to Intel, and that's why, it's not wooing the shareholders because there's not as much profits that are typically expected from IBM. Now, the shorting opportunity that you see here, folks, and it was very brief, all right? I mean, you could have gotten in anywhere in this shorting opportunity for the first, Jesus Christ, let's say 15, 20 minutes. I got right in as the bell rang on this shorting opportunity because those are the types of opportunity. If you're shorting a stock, those are the types of opportunities you want to get right in as the bell rings because you know it's going to drop. Now, just like with anything, unless it's some crap stock that's literally going kaput, you're going to have bottom feeders that are going to bottom feed the share because they, realize that it's IBM and IBM isn't going anywhere. IBM is a staple of the tech industry. And they're going to come bottom feed and try to take up cheap shares to put into their personal portfolio for a long-term investment. And that's what we saw. And as a matter of fact, just based on the chart itself, after the initial slope, after the initial dip of negativity in the first half hour, you saw the day traders come in. Just take a look at that freaking choppy chart. And you could tell the day traders and the machines came in. And just take a look at it. Look, they ruined everybody's shorts. If you held on to that short too long, you were screwed. All right, that's why whenever I see any kind of like, people are starting to buy again, I'm out of any kind of short. I don't stick around. It's not like stock trading where you can kind of wait and see if it does take a dramatic dip and you didn't anticipate it. You can kind of wait and see kind of attitude with that. You can't do that with shorting, baby. No way. That could cost you serious goddamn cash. But anyway, that was a great shorting opportunity in the morning. I hope people took advantage of it. The rest of the day, I wouldn't have shorted after that. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. It's a reactionary situation for investors, especially long-term investors. That have been holding a share for about 5 to 10 years, 20 years. When they see a dramatic decrease, they want to take profits. They want to sell shares. So that's what you see in that initial drop right there. And you could have got in on that at any time. Anyway, folks, that's the stock analysis for the stocks that I suggested earlier. Let me go ahead and get through the damn commodities, and then we'll go ahead and get on to some Twitter shout-outs, shall we? Now, let's get to the commodities because we saw an increase in those as well, and I bet you're asking yourself,
well, Ghost, why are we seeing an increase in commodities and increase in equities?
Because, folks, the dollar is sliding. So if the dollar loses value, everything goes up, all right? Remember, we've been seeing a lot of increased value on the dollar, coming in for the past couple of weeks. That's why we saw that, mini gold crash that happened about 3 weeks ago. All right? I mean, that's why you have people in Britannia within the past couple of weeks wanting to take profits in U.S. dollars and, shun the British pound sterling. That's why you saw a crash in the British pound sterling. But now everything's kind of equaling out, and people are starting to realize that, it may be not as bad for right now as it currently stands, at least in the conscience of the investment community. That's why you have a lot of rallies all over the place. I mean, the dollar slid, and here you go. All right, let's go. We got WTI sweet crude was up today, 83 cents, a percentage increase of 1.66% on the day, closing out WTI sweet crude at $50.77 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. Brent crude is up 55 cents, a percentage increase of 1.07% increase on the day for Brent crude, closing out Brent crude at $52.07 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Gasoline also saw some increases today. It is up 0.68% for gasoline. Natural gas is up very modestly. It is up 0.37%. And heating oil It seems like it's getting cold somewhere because we saw a pretty good pickup in heating oil. It was up 1.74% increase on the day, folks. Now let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals. Let's get to the goddamn metals. We've got gold up, folks, $6.70, a percentage increase of 0.53%. Closing out gold at $1,263.30 per troy ounce of gold. Silver also up today, 16 cents, a percentage increase of 0.89%. Closing out silver at $17.63 per troy ounce of silver. Copper was modestly down today. It was down 0.33% decrease for copper. And platinum up modestly, to say the least, up 0.07% increase on the day. All right, now let's get to the agriculture commodities, shall we? Now, here we go. We're seeing some profit taking in the crop department, but freaking oats, man. Oats, I don't know what's going on. If you like oatmeal, you're screwed. That's all I'm serious. You're screwed. I mean, if you're not seeing the prices that I'm seeing here in the commodities market reflected in your goddamn oatmeal, then it's gonna, because this goddamn oats contract ends December 2016, and when everybody wants a goddamn hot oatmeal meal, they're gonna see it. The price of this son of a bitch is gonna go up. Now let's just get to the grains, right? We got corn, folks, down modestly after seeing increases because of the scarcity of the commodity itself, according to the crop report 3 weeks ago. It is down modestly, 0.07% decrease on the day for corn. We've got wheat. We got some profit taken in wheat. It is down also 0.88%. 0.88% decrease on wheat. And I'm telling you about oats, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, man. I told you about oats, man. It is up 1.88% increase on the day. It just doesn't stop going up. Oh, my God. I hope you people on oatmeal are stocking up. That's all I'm saying. We got rice also up modestly today, 0.14% increase on the day. Soybeans, finally, I mean, we saw a dramatic increase yesterday in soybean. It's about time we see some profit taken here. It is down 0.59% decrease on the day. Soybean oil also seeing some profit taken, down 1.04% on the day, 1.04 decrease on the day for soybean oil. And we've got canola down, or excuse me, actually canola's up modestly. Canola is up 0.32% increase for canola. Let's get to the soft, shall we? We got cocoa, the base for chocolate. It is up 0.30% increase on the day. Coffee, hey man, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Let's have my coffee. Just don't talk to me. Shut up, pretentious Starcucks drinking pricks. Anyway, coffee is up 1.05% increase on the day. Sugar is down 0.60% decrease on the day. We've got OJ up modestly, folks. Orange juice up 0.66%. And as I stated, folks, in the OJ market, it's not this contract, which ends on November 2016. I'm looking towards the contract thereafter. There's going to be major scarcity. Look it up for yourself. We're at like over a 30-year low in orange juice production, and that's based on natural disasters and certain funguses and all kinds of things that are afflicting the crop. So this will be very interesting play to be made after this November 2016 contract is up. The next contract should be very valuable. So I hope you're positioning yourself to try to capitalize on that play. I know I am. Anyway, we got cotton down 0.06% decrease on the day. Lumber continues to see its downfall. Lumber is down 1.37% decrease on the day. We got rubber. Rubber is up 0.05%. Ethanol is also up 0.39%. Now we've got livestock. Now, let me tell you, this is a very weird commodity sector here. Very weird commodity sector, although I like that it's being reflected in the grocery store prices, folks. I mean, I'm getting myself some porterhouses at prices that, I'm getting chunks of them, man. I mean, I'm loving it. I mean, I'm going right to the butcher and saying, look, I want like 3-inch thick cut porterhouses, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I want Angus New York strips cut 2.5 inches thick, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, because it's inexpensive right now, man. I'm just loading it up, baby. Anyway, cattle is up modestly today, 0.23% increase on the day. Cattle feeder is also up 0.68% on the day. And Jesus Christ, with these lean hogs. Lean hogs are down, folks. I mean, this is National Pork Month. This is National Pork Month, for Christ's sake, man. Do pork lives matter now? Do pork lives matter, for heaven's sake? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, lean hogs are down, 1.14% decrease on the day. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in with me. Those were the markets here. And as I stated, it's no coinkydink that yours truly is, being retweeted by people like, Thinking Alpha and these types of mainstream trader magazines, news organizations, so on and so forth, folks, all right? I mean, seriously. I mean, they don't even need to know who I am. You want to know what they know? They know that the information that I'm tweeting in the mornings makes effing money. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, making money, baby. That's what I do. That's what I do. I'm a capitalist. I'm a proud capitalist, for Christ's sake, man. I'm a proud goddamn capitalist. Anyway, let me go ahead and let's get some beer going on over here. More beer! Let's get some beer going on here. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Since it's about that time, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs. And let me tell you, I hope that you idiots don't ruin my Taco Tuesday, because I'm having a hell of a Taco Tuesday. I made some serious capital on Taco Tuesday. And let me tell you something. If you made money, and you're making money because of my stock picks and because of my because of the way I convey the information on how to make these plays, on how to, give the analysis and how to interpret the market, charts, pre-market trading, so on and so forth, and you're making money, well then, once you buy one of my autographs, all right, you can repay me by buying one of my autographs, and that's like a tip. That's like, hey, you know what? Thanks a lot, Ghost. Here's an autograph. Let me buy one of your autographs there. Thanks a lot, Ghost. I like it. Keep making me money. All right, and of course, if you want to buy one of the autographs, they are going to be pulled down here. And look, I can't wait any longer. I know people are like, hey, look, I get paid, so on and so forth. I can't, man. I want to sell another product here, and I don't want to be one of these jerk dicks that puts up 1,000 products all the time, because, man, that's just so tacky, man. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, look, I've got my shirts, and I've got this, and I got that, and I've actually got something in mind, but I'm not going to announce it here yet. And one thing I do want to remind everybody, that tomorrow is the presidential debates. And as I did with the last presidential debates, folks, I will cover them live. I will give pre-commentary. I will commentate during the actual debate. And, of course, I will air the debate on this broadcast. So if you happen to be doing something else, if you're at work, or you just don't want to watch the monotony of the debate and want to do something on your own time, well, then get yourself a Bluetooth earpiece, and you can listen to yours truly and the debate live tomorrow. And I want to remind everybody that I will not be broadcasting tomorrow during the traditional broadcast hour of 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will begin the broadcast prior to the debate starting, and then we'll actually cover the debate, You can actually listen to it live while yours truly is commentating. And look, the reason I'm doing that because we had such a success doing it the last time for the last presidential debate. People loved it. People thought it was a great thing. So we're going to do it again. So tomorrow I will not be here for 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, True Capitalist Radio. We are going to cover the debates. We're going to have pre-commentary. And, of course, we're going to have commentary during the actual debate. And we are going to have post-commentary, take your calls. And we want to hear from you tomorrow, all right, right after the debate. All right, we're going to take calls tomorrow. I mean, it's great. I love it. I can't wait. So tomorrow, once again, I will not be here during 4 p.m. I will be broadcasting live during the debate, all right, during the damn debate, all right? Woo! I can't wait, baby. I can't wait. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs, shall we? Now, all you got to do to get a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast is retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, and the tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. All right, True Capitalist Radio Live is the is the Twitter handle, or is the tweet to retweet, I should say. Jesus Christ, man. Do we got any Twitter shout-outs, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. We got Trump and Capitalists in the house. How you doing, man? JIDF shut down TCR. Shut up, man, all right? It was an accident. It was an accident. Stop freaking... Look, stop trying to, keep throwing it in my face, man. I didn't mean to say YouTube. Anyway, who else do we got? We got Godzilla survived the storm. Well, it's good to hear. We got Twitter-cutted ghost. Twitter-cutted ghost. Shut up, you stupid ass crack. All right, just shut your mouth. Steam Chat 1 Brony Network 0. Oh, what the hell? What does that mean? What do you got, some chat room rivalry? We got some True Capitalist Radio chat room rivalry going on? Oh, my God. Oh, good Lord. Look, that was an actual name. I don't know what the hell that's about. CDI Fan 237, what's going on? Jesus Christ, man. Who else? Ghost is a Vulcan. That's none of your Vulcan business, all right? Who else do we got? We got, I'm not saying that disgusting name. I'm telling you, I can already tell. You see these disgusting names, engineer? I can already see this. They're trying to taint my Taco Tuesday, and I really don't appreciate it one bit, all right? They're trying to taint my Taco Tuesday, and I don't appreciate it one goddamn bit. You son of a bitch. Anyway, we got Sergeant Yoda in the house. What's going on, man? We got 8-Bit Boss Engineer. What the hell does that mean? Seriously, what the hell is that supposed to mean? We got Raiden Snake. How you doing, man? El Foxo Loco in the house. We got somebody by the name of Lucifer in the place. We got Notorious Keck in the place. How you doing, man? True Misogyny Radio. Shut up, misogynist. What are you talking about? I'm trying to protect womanhood and preserve manhood, all right? That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know what the hell you're trying to do there, you son of a bitch. We got Q-Tesh Productions in the house. We're going on to Irish Capitalist. All right, let's go. Once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account if you want a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, folks. All right? What's going on to Frosty? How's it going? I'm not saying that disgusting name, you son of a freaking... Anyway, we got the Smiler in the house. How you doing, man? I appreciate that you appreciate the autograph, man. I like that you framed it. It's great. Every time I see somebody that frames the autograph and appreciates it, man, I love you. I'm serious. I'm not joking around. You're the reason why I do this broadcast. We got Southern AU in the place. What's going on? Who else do we got going on over here? We got, Boring Ghost. Oh, yeah? Boring Ghost. Yeah, well, why are you listening then, you dumbass? Why are you listening? Son of a bitch. Ghost Suicide Pact. You know what? Don't even kid around. Don't even kid around about that crap. Don't even kid around about that crap. I'm serious, but don't even kid around about that garbage, man. That's not funny. That's not even funny, man. You son of a bitch. Go suicide pact. Look, seriously, that's not funny, man. All right? That's not funny at all. Man, joking around about suicide, you sick, twisted, attention whore freaks. Good God, give me the goddamn... Jesus Christ. What's going on to Emily Rutherford, man? What's going on? Who else do we got? We got Mastamina. We got NRJ Commando. Look, I'm serious. Do not talk about that crap again like that. I'm serious, you sacks of crap. Go suicide pack, you son of... You are sacks of crap. Brody Network 1, Ghost 0. Oh, shut up! Are you kidding me? One what? One what? What, a bunch of tards monkey spanking each other over, clopping vids? Oh, yeah. Oh, you won. Oh, yeah. You stupid dumbasses. What's going on to Tyson Rocket? Jesus Christ. We got no engines for ED Force 1. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? Ghost only cares for money. What the hell? Oh, is that how you're going to play it? Are you going to play the leftist route now? Is that what you're going to do?
He only cares about the money. I mean, so what that he's giving out free information and teaching you how to make it yourself? It doesn't matter. He only cares about the money. That's all he cares about.
Stupid leftist fruit bowls. All right, look, that virtue signaling don't work here. All right? Seriously, that virtue signaling, that crap don't work here, boy. That don't work here, you sorry sacks of leftist trash. All right? This ain't no goddamn little virtue signaling fest out here. Anyway, we're now in well beyond the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. If you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter, folks. The Twitter name to follow is Politics Ghost. And, of course, the Gab address to follow. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to abandon ship on Twitter, and we're going to talk about that later on in the broadcast. The Gab.ai, Gab, that's Gab.ai address is also Politics Ghost. All right? And, of course, bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show, where you can listen to every episode that I have ever broadcasted, downloaded for free. It's available for free at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's take a couple of more Twitter shout-outs here. We got Black Hat Conservative. What's going on? We got Manhood Magic in the house. How you doing? We got OG Toru in the place. What's going on, man? Who else do we got here? Disco Waffle in the place. There's the Brony Network. What's going on? Well, you know what? Why don't you tell your boys to chill, man? Seriously, all right? Tell your boys to chill. We got Smiling Advocate in the house. All right? Ghost got silenced, LOL. Shut up, all right? Shut up. I got silenced. Just shut up. Shut your mouth. Who else do we got here, for Christ's sake, man? Get them while they're hot. I mean, yeah, no kidding. Get the autographs while they're hot. You want an autograph right now, type in your browser, ghost.market. It's the most dangerous autograph to possess in America today. Not even the goddamn United States Postal Service would allow me to print a stamp of my avatar on it because it was politically insensitive. It was politically extremist. I'm a capitalist. I'm a proud capitalist. And if being a capitalist is political extremism, well then, goddamn it, I'm a political extremist. I'm a capitalist. I'm a damn capitalist, boy. And I don't ever want any of you to forget it. Do you understand that? I'm a capitalist till I die. Capitalism or death. That's what I wrote on the autograph. I mean it. I mean it. Capitalism or death, for Christ's sake. Because I want to carve out my own destiny. I don't want some government bureaucrat to tell me how much I can earn, to tell me what I can drive, to tell me where I can live, to tell me what to do, to tell me what to think. I'm a capitalist, damn it. And I'm a proud damn capitalist as well, boy. Anyway, we got Skellington in the house. What's going on? There's Tweely Atkins.
Oh, hi, Gus. I'm Tweely Atkins.
Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we got? Buddhist Ghost. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm a Buddhist now. Shut up, all right? Ball gag for Ghost. You sick son of a... You son of a bitch. Ball gag for Ghost. Ball gag for... That's not your goddamn ball gag, you son of a bitch. God damn it, I can't believe you people, man.
Changing a song can change your whole day, but change has never been this powerful. At Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, we're rolling out our capable new lineup and big savings. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Offers end soon.
You know what? That's it. I'm not letting you taint my Taco Tuesday any more than this. All right? Screw you people. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic. I'm not going to sit over here and let you son of a bitch and fruit bowl, dog farting fetish, Jared Fogle, flapjack-titted, fruity-ass, pedophile-looking, sphincter-fingering, turkey-tit-having, phallic-fluffing, belch-breathing, urinal cake curator, chicken-eating, corn boy pieces of crap taint my Taco Tuesday. I'm not going to let you do it, you son of a bitch. So, look, that's it. No more goddamn Twitter shout-outs because you people ruined it once again like you always do. I'm sure you're so goddamn proud of it there, boy. I'm sure you're so goddamn proud of it. Jesus Christ. Give me my drink. Give me my beer. That's some good stuff there, boy. Anyway, folks, we're going to go ahead and get on with the broadcast here, man, because I refuse to sit here and allow these people to have a venue on Twitter shout-outs so that they can make a goddamn mockery of my show and make a mockery of me, for heaven's sake, all right? God damn it. God damn it. All right, folks, let me calm my ass down here, all right? Let me calm my ass down because I'm telling you, you're starting to piss me off, and I don't want to get pissed off. I mean, there's enough things to get pissed off about around here, all right? The criminality, the corruption, all right? The mainstream media trying to go after Trump. I mean, that's what we should be pissed off about. That's what we should be pissed off about, for heaven's sake. But instead, look at, you got these damn troll terrorists and cyber vermin trying to come at me, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if these people are being paid by the DNC or Hillary Clinton's campaign right now. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised, boy. Anyway, folks, once again, tomorrow's presidential debate is going to be the final one before the election. And as I stated, I will not be on at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time like I usually am, folks. What I'm going to be doing is broadcasting before, during, and after the debate. We're going to have some pre-commentary for about 30 minutes. Then we're going to listen to the debates. And I'm going to commentate during the debates. And then we're going to have some post-commentary. And I want to hear from you tomorrow evening. So after the debates, if you want to chime in on what you think you've heard, if you think Hillary Rodham Clinton won the debate, it is your time tomorrow to air out what you feel that you saw on the goddamn debates, all right? Anyway, folks, on top of the debates, where is Hillary Clinton? I mean, you got Donald Trump doing like 2 or 3 damn speeches in a row like it ain't no big deal in different states and different cities. Where in the hell is Hillary Rotten Clinton? All right? And what crypt are they keeping this woman's hospital bed in? All right? I mean, you got everybody and their brother going out there campaigning for her. And, you know, I am very happy that you're starting to see these agitators go into these events of Hillary Rotten Clinton, and these are people that are stumping for, like her husband, the rapist himself, Tim Kaine, even Barack Obama. These people are getting heckled, and they're being heckled with the taunt that Bill Clinton is a rapist. And it's really shocking them, folks. You can tell that the Democrats are being a little shook, all right? I mean, every time that they see another episode in which somebody highlights the fact that Bill Clinton was a rapist, that he did settle rape cases, folks, all right, and that his wife, Hillary Rotten Clinton, abused these women mentally and emotionally while Bill Clinton abused them sexually and physically. It's an absolute fact, and anyone who tries to deny it is a goddamn Hillary Clinton campaign paid employee as far as I'm concerned. All right? I mean, if you're going to deny that Bill Clinton was a sexual deviant, rapist piece of trash, I mean, look, I'm serious. I mean, you can't deny it. He settled rape cases. I mean, they kicked him out of Oxford. They kicked him out of Oxford for raping some chick. Y'all remember that? Have y'all read that, for Christ's sake? They kicked him out of Oxford College. I mean, they kicked him out of Oxford University for raping some broad. Willington, I think, was her name. Good God, man. And you know, I mean, you know, and what's sick about it is that whenever... And look, they have been to at least a couple of Bill Clinton's rallies where he's stumping for Hillary, where you've got a few of these people coming out and saying that he's a rapist. And I cannot believe the soulless face of this asshole. I'm talking about Slick Willie, Bill Clinton, for Christ's sake. I mean, this guy's speaking, and then you hear these people in the background, Bill Clinton's a rapist! Bill Clinton's a rapist! And, you know, Bill Clinton's talking. He's like, hey, well, you know, calm down. Don't worry about them people over there. All right, just worry about what's going on over here. We got to worry about real issues, baby. All right, don't worry about where I put my ding-a-ling. All right, I go after uglies and fatties, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm Slick Willie. And uglies and fatties, they should be appreciative that I pull out my presidential ding-a-ling, and you know, they have the opportunity to you know, shine it, or give it mouth hugs, or do something with it. You know, I'm serious, man. I'm not joking. I mean, good God. Oh my God, man. I just, oh Jesus Christ. You know, I'm serious, man. You know, I don't know what it's going to take. All right, I don't know what it's going to take for at least the people that are still backing up this criminal, this blatant criminal, and not to mention, not only is Hillary Rotten Clinton a criminal, but the whole goddamn Democratic Party and the whole damn political class of this government is a goddamn criminal. I mean, the more and more, haven't you noticed, the more and more emails that come out, the more and more WikiLeaks posts, the more and more things that I've always said was... I mean, I know you people tinfoiled hatted and all this crap. You all like to say that a lot about me. That, oh, Ghost, your tinfoil hat, and come on, Ghost, take your tinfoil hat off. Hey, didn't I tell you everything that is in these leaks months ago? And if you don't believe me, well, by God, why don't you take a look at the goddamn archive at blogtalkradio.com/ghost if you don't believe me, you son of a bitch, all right? Every one of those episodes is time, dated, and stamped, all right? I prognosticated all this before the goddamn WikiLeaks emails even came out. And now, what it's showing, folks, is that there is a secret government that thinks it's above the American people. It's a secret bureaucratic fraternity, you know, that has a secret hierarchy that is compartmentalized of individuals that oblige the same type of goal or plan or philosophy or whatever it is that's driving these people. And you see, folks, I mean, the more and more these emails come out, the more and more it's showing that, you know, in my personal opinion, and I don't mean to bring in the LGBT community into this, but it seems to me that a lot of these advisors and a lot of these organizers of the Democratic Party are either lesbians or flaming homosexuals. And in my personal opinion, and this was talked about actually by Mike Savage today, that I believe what we're witnessing here is a backlash of the LGBT community advising the apparatus of the secret government into the current foreign policy, the current social policy, and the current economic policy, the current immigration policy that we are now in. You notice that the majority of these people that are in power, you know, I mean, Loretta Lynch, even though she's supposedly married, but, you know, give me a break. You know, you got, what's that broad's name? Jeffries, whatever the hell her name is, the Obama's right-hand woman, Dyke, whatever. I mean, Jesus Christ, Susan Rice. You take a look at the Undersecretary of State. Remember that stupid broad with the glasses? You know, what I'm stating and what Michael Savage is stating, because I mean, he's the one who's actually approached this notion as far back as like 2010, 2009. That you've got a whole team of intellectuals that were pussy-pampered, Ivy League school-going, pompous, effeminate people, many of which are against the patriarchy. And what we're witnessing, according to these emails, the more and more they come out, is that the feminist movement, and what did I tell you about feminism? Or the feminist idea, the feminist perception, is coming out in the policy making of these policymakers and these advisors to the Democratic Party. In that, what you're witnessing is the reason that you have these neurotic nutcases that are advising the current apparatus of government into a path of World War III is because Putin is the last patriarch in the world at this point in time. I mean, you take a look at all the pussy-whip effeminate leaders. I mean, just take a look at them. I mean, you know, or women leaders. I mean, Merkel. I mean, look at the leader to Ireland, or Scotland. Excuse me, Scotland. Look at the leader to, or the former Prime Minister of Australia. Take a look at the current Prime Minister of Britannia. Take a look at the former President of Brazil. I mean, you start to notice this? And, you know, Michael Savage, I'm not trying to be, you know, a conspiracy theorist here, because if you read the documents, it shows that these advisors are purposely going full throttle into a direct nuclear confrontation with the Russians, and I think it's suicidal. Now, why do I bring this up? Because now I'm starting to realize, look, I have nothing against anybody who wants to partake in whatever sexual activity they want to partake in, all right? I don't care. But this idea of a gay movement and LGBT, I'm starting to realize that it's more dangerous than people are giving it credit for. And it's not just the fact that these groups are highlighting the pride on their sexual identity, quote unquote. But in my personal opinion, and look, I've done a lot of research into the gay community, the lesbian community, the transsexual community, all of which are different on many different levels, all right? But yet, just like the left, they group all these groups into one category, for heaven's sake, all right? But I personally believe that what you're witnessing is the reason that we are seeing a direct confrontation with Putin, which doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense why we are headed into a nuclear war. I mean, why exactly is it okay for Obama to make the claim that we should talk to our enemies as it relates to Iran and giving them $150 billion to supposedly stop them from enriching uranium, and then give them $1.7 billion to free a few hostages, for Christ's sake, and that hostage ransom? How come it's okay to do that, all right, in that instance, but not necessarily, push the button on the nuclear freaking reactors, for Christ's sake, or the nuclear ballistics, I should say, when confronting Vladimir Putin? I mean, why are we not having any kind of diplomatic relations with Vladimir Putin when both of us have a mutually assured destruction path? All right, no matter who throws the first nuclear weapon, all right, both sides are going to destroy each other. All right, it's just like, and for you folks that have never seen this game or seen this movie, it's called War Games. Okay? And if you need something to watch, I would strongly advise you watching that. It's one of the only movies that I like of Matthew Broderick. And moreover, it makes references to an old online friend of mine by the name of Kevin Mitnick, who was jailed for a long period of time because he was one of the first hacker of hackers to hack the government, to the point where he was on the run for a long period of time. And when they caught him, they just threw him in a goddamn jail cell for 5 years with no freaking trial or nothing, until he finally realized that, I'm not going to hack anymore, and then they let him out. But I strongly advise everybody to please watch it. I mean, they're talking about nuclear war. They're talking about how computer systems are advising generals, are advising the world into nuclear war, and that at some point, even an artificially intelligent computer system realizes, why are we even playing the game of thermal nuclear war? Why are we playing this game? The best thing to do is not to even play. That's the whole idea of game theory. All right? I mean, and that's what kept the Cold War from being a nuclear fallout for 50 years, was the idea of game theory, the idea of mutually assured destruction. You see, game theory, there's only 4 options that happen in game theory. Either one of you wins, so that's 2 options right there. Either one side wins or you win. All right? You tie, all right, which basically means you both lose, or you just don't even play altogether. That's game theory, folks, all right? And that's what prevented the nuclear bombs from going off during the Cold War, and why we are not participating at this point in time is purely political. It's purely political, folks. So look, in my personal opinion, after reading a lot of these documents, I personally believe that a lot of these advisors and consultants and operatives in the Democratic Party are driven by this hatred of the patriarchy or the interpreted patriarchy. And that's why they are willing to go full throttle with a nuclear confrontation with Putin, because he's literally the last man. All right? I mean, the last real man leader. And I hate to even say that because I hate Ruskies, man. I hate Ruskies. I'm sorry. Look, you can call me prejudice against Russians. I don't really care. I don't like them. I think they're stupid people. They're a bunch of mouth breathers. All right? They're cockeyed. They're a bunch of vodka-drinking pieces of trash. And look, the only reason I don't like them, folks, is because every time I've ever met one, they're just devious people. You know what I mean? And the reason they're devious people is because that's in their mindset. These are people that have been subjected to serfdom for 1,000 years? You know what I mean? For 1,000 years or something of that nature, for Christ's sake. And you mean to tell me that they didn't learn some habits or traits that were going to be nefarious, to say the least, so that they could be unscrupulous and undetected from the czars and the authorities? Give me a goddamn break, boy. All right? Give me a freaking break. Anyway, folks, that's all I'm saying. All right? That's all I'm saying. Oh, my God. And look, look, and listen, I'm not saying that we should not confront Russia. I'm not saying that we should not, sit back and actually have some decent, sit down and understanding and respect. And if there isn't any respect, well, then we fight proxy wars, or, we try to conquer territories like we used to, and not sit here and try to directly confront each other on a nuclear scale. So that's all I'm saying, man. All right? That's all I'm saying. And I believe that the LGBT is a component in this madness that we're seeing out here. Now, before I get off the subject, I do want to say the reasoning why I'm blaming the LGBT in this instance. Because of the fact, you take a look at all the Democratic operatives. Take a look at all the people that were in the recently released videos by James O'Keefe and Project Veritas. All right? I mean, seriously, take a look at those videos and take a look at the feminine physical attributes of many of those males in that video. How do you think and why do you think those males were spilling their guts, all right, to whoever the Project Veritas operative was, all right? Especially that one guy who looked like he was in a bar, all right? And lo and behold, this guy's just unloading all the Democratic dirty secrets. Why do you think that was? Because this man, what the hell is his name? Soval, I think his name was. I forgot his name. Foval, whatever the hell his name was. I watched it briefly before I came on the air here. Soval, whatever the hell his name is. You want to know why he was delving out all the dirty secrets to the Democratic Party? Because he was trying to impress probably some young-looking, gay, twink, fruity, over-feminine male that was probably, making, Foval or Soval's third leg a little bit stiff, to say the least. And that's why he was able to just go out and spill his guts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, spill his damn guts, for Christ's sake, man. So that's why I'm saying, folks, okay? And you see, this over-feminine male, if you have not watched the Project Veritas videos, the James O'Keefe videos, by God, you need to watch them. They are on my timeline right now, all right? You need to watch them. It is definitive and utter proof of corruption, criminality, and everybody in that video should be put and brought to justice, should be arrested, and so should all of the Democratic Party for condoning this activity. I mean, it goes to show, with video proof, that the Democratic Party staged the Trump rally Chicago riots during the primary. Y'all remember when that Trump rally was shut down? The Democrats staged that. They staged all these ridiculous ruckuses that the mainstream media put on the television to demonize Trump supporters. These people were all paid operatives. And who are the people directing these operatives? Over-feminine males. Okay? Now, you ask yourself, why exactly are these over-feminine males and these dykes, why are they doing this? Folks, it's the same reason why I said that D. Ray McKesson should be AIDS tested. Yeah, because you see, folks, from my research in the LGBTQ community, they really have no regard for their own lives. All right? Many of these people, I'm not saying all of them, but many of them have no regards for their own lives. And the proof is in the different sick-ass apps that are available for gay hookups. All right? I'm talking like Grindr and Jacked. You want to see some disgusting, despicable activity, take a look at your local Craigslist listings, and take a look under casual encounters, and take a look under M for M or W for W, and take a look at all those gay people, LGBTQ, begging for sexual relations without any kind of condom. They're advertising for it. They're advertising for it. Now, I mean, psychologically, you have to look at that and wonder, what kind of individual is this? What kind of an individual has no regard for their own life that they're willing to put themselves at risk for dying for sexual gratification? All right? And folks, when you start realizing that, well, if these people have no regard for their lives and that they're willing to put themselves at risk for the AIDS, then how are we supposed to trust these people in any kind of leadership capacity if they themselves are on a path to suicide, on a path to self-destruction? It's what I said about D. Ray McKesson. D. Ray McKesson is a AIDS, HIV advocate, gay activist first, and then a Black Lives Matter leader second. All right? I mean, if you don't believe me, why don't you go research right now? Why don't you go to Google D. Ray McKesson, LGBT. Why don't you go Google right now D. Ray McKesson, AIDS, HIV, and take a look. This guy's always talking in front of AIDS, HIV groups and LGBTQ groups and so on and so forth. Huh? And the reason that I say this is because why exactly is he so adamant about AIDS, HIV advocacy, and LGBT, and yet he can't? Because he's an educator, folks. I mean, believe it or not, he just got hired at Baltimore City School District. All right, he's in charge of personnel of hiring the teachers at the Baltimore City Schools, old D. Ray McKesson, leader of Black Lives Matter. Why is he not educating his own black people into confronting the police from a legalese perspective? Educating his people on how to not only confront the police in a legalese fashion and non-confrontational capacity, but having them understand not only their legal rights, but having them understand that they are not supposed to, in response to any kind of racial interpreted killing, interpreted violence, they are not supposed to react by tearing down their own neighborhoods, by looting their own businesses. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, why isn't he not doing that? I mean, he's getting paid hundreds of millions. Well, not he. The Black Lives Matter movement is getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars. D. Ray McKesson is staying in the mansion of a open society member, which is, of course, George Soros's organization. Why isn't he taking the resources that he has there and the voice and the media spotlight to educate his people? Why? Why? Because, folks, in my opinion, I think that D. Ray McKesson is infected with the AIDS, and just like many of these people in the Democratic Party, many of the people that you saw in the video that was released yesterday and the new one today about the Democratic criminality by Project Veritas by James O'Keefe, I personally believe that once these people in the LGBT community realize their status, and they realize that they got the AIDS or they're HIV positive, all of a sudden they turn from regular human being to trying to sustain themselves, to have a good time, to, hey, I'm going to be here for a while type of mentality, to, hey, I can't believe I got the AIDS, I'm going to die, and I'm going to take as many people as I can with me. All right? I'm serious. I personally believe that. I personally believe that once somebody from the LGBTQ community is infected with the AIDS or the HIV, 9 times out of 10, because of course there's always an exception, they start thinking that, hey, I'm dying, I got the AIDS, it's not fair, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try to take as many people as I can with me, and if that means I have a position of power to hurt people, if I have a position of authority to hurt people, well, then they're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're seeing, in my personal opinion, here in this particular confrontation with Russia. I mean, you take a look at all the consultants, all the advisors to the Democratic Party. I mean, take a look. I mean, these people are all LGBTQ. They're all gay or lesbian. And look, I have nothing against gay or lesbian people, but as I stated, I'm starting to realize why people are kind of psychotic in our government today. All right? Why people are, just thinking not in a real perception, not in rational thinking, not in reality. And folks, if you happen to be gay, if you happen to be a lesbian or a transsexual and you're taking offense to this, you shouldn't take offense to me saying it. You should take offense to your prideful community for partaking in this type of activity. Because I think that, folks that are gay, lesbian, tranny, they need to realize that LGBT as a group is a suicidal movement. And it has nothing to do with preserving your life and making your life happy and living your life to the fullest and finding a partner and so on and so forth. I personally believe, and there is a preponderance amount of evidence that proves this, that the majority of the LGBTQ community is a suicide pact. Folks, do your own research on this subject matter if you don't believe me, all right? I'm serious. Do your own research if you do not believe me. These gay people, all right, these gay people will be in the club, in a gay social setting, and they all know who's infected. It's a very small community. All these gays know each other. If you kick it in the gay community, they're going to know who you are, that sort of thing. And they know who's got the AIDS. And they know who doesn't. They know that, look at whenever, and look, for you young people that are gay, lesbian, tranny, you need to keep this in mind as well. That if you're young and you start going to these gay social arenas, and I'm talking about gay clubs, gay restaurants, gay exclusive hotels, or whatever the crap might be, what they do is look at you, 18, 19, 20 years old, they look at you as what they call fish. Yeah. I guess they get this terminology for prison or something, but I have no idea. They call you a fish.
Changing a song can change your whole day, but change has never been this powerful. At Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, we're rolling out our capable new lineup and big savings. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Offers end soon.
And you see, what happens is that you're going to have a lot of people coming up to you as a fish because that means you're a young piece of tail. And a lot of those people, all right, high percentage, I would say a good 60% of those people have the AIDS, all right? And the people that are surrounding you, that are looking at you, they're looking at people that know they have the AIDS, they're not going to tell you. You understand that? And you see, what's the pride in that, man? I'm serious. What's the pride, in my personal opinion, what's the pride in looking at people that are in your own supposed pride community, going up to others that are not infected with the AIDS or the HIV, knowingly go up to them and try to have a sexual encounter with these folks when the other gay community are looking and they know that they're sitting back and allowing this poor individual to get infected with the AIDS, for Christ's sake, man. So anyway, listen, the only reason I bring this subject matter up to the table and why I'm so explicit in the detail of the gay community, folks, is because I think that's what's driving policy in today's America. I believe that's exactly what's driving policy. Jesus Christ, have you looked at the James O'Keefe Project Veritas videos, that video proof, that video document the Democrat criminality? Take a look at the characters that they're interviewing there. These are effeminate males. These are effeminate males, for Christ's sake. And why are they divulging all this information? I mean, there's one guy that's literally airing every dirty secret from the Democratic Party for the past 50 years. I mean, I'm serious. There's a guy just spilling his guts out, and he's proud of it. He's proud of it, for Christ's sake. Now, why exactly was he spilling his guts to the Project Veritas operative? Because the Project Veritas operative looked like fish. Looked like a fish. You get it? And you see that effeminate older male, which, I'd like to get an age check on that son of a bitch, I'm sure is probably HIV/AIDS positive. And, that's why he wants to get this young piece of tail, and he's utilizing his job as a Democratic operative to do so. So anyway, folks, this is why I'm talking about this. I think that the reason that we're seeing such a non-basis in reality, all right? Non-basis in reality of foreign policy, immigration policy, domestic policy, social policy in America is because we have a LGBT influence in the Democratic Party that's advising these mumsers of bureaucrats that are in power today, and that's the way we see it. I mean, did you all see that effeminate piece of garbage, those people on Charlie Rose that were laughing, the guys that wrote Obamacare? Did y'all see that those effeminate little craps that were laughing on Charlie Rose when they were like,
well, one of the things I kind of regret about Obamacare was that you could keep your insurance.
Y'all didn't see that? Look, somebody please tweet that video at me, and I will retweet it just to show you what I'm talking about. It's a Charlie Rose interview with the writers of Obamacare, them laughing. They're laughing at the fact that they knew they were lying to the American people, and they're laughing about it.
Like you would have kept your insurance.
I'm serious, folks. I mean, and take a look at the effeminate males in this Charlie Rose interview. Anybody who can tweet it at me, man, I'll retweet the first one that can tweet it at me, because I'm serious. People need to see this video. All right, it's a Charlie Rose interview with like 2 or 3 feminized fruits that helped write Obamacare, and they're literally laughing. They're laughing at the fact that they deceived the American people into believing that,
oh yeah, you're gonna get Obamacare. You're gonna keep your insurance.
I mean, seriously, man, give me a damn break. Anyway, folks, as a matter of fact, here you go. Thank you very much for Dr. Bristle here. Here it is, right here. This is a Fox Business or Fox News report on the subject matter, all right? Here it is. All right, I just retweeted it right now for you folks that are wondering what I'm talking about. There it is, all right? Look at these guys, all right? Take a look at that video right now, okay? And take a look at Charlie Rose laughing with the speechwriters, laughing with them about,
you could have kept your insurance.
And look at the feminine physical attributes and the feminine vernacular of these individuals out here that are laughing at the American people. Take a look at it. Go ahead. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and take a drink of my beer while you folks are watching. And what do I tell you? I mean, you look at the evilness of these effeminate males in this clip. Take a look at them laughing at such an evil capacity, like it's funny, And these are Obama's former advisors that helped construct Obamacare. All right, look at this. Here they are. Look at this. Look at these guys. They're look at these effeminate males. Look at all these effeminate fruit bowls, and they're laughing. They're laughing at the American people. This is D. Ray McKesson laughing at black people. These are all the Democrats laughing at minorities, the poor. Look at these effeminate fruits. Look at them. Look at their disgusting, sniveling faces. This is what I'm talking about, folks. This is what's consulting the Democrats. This is what's advising the Democrats, for Christ's sake. And I'd want an age check. I'd want an age check on all three of those sons of bitches, and I guarantee you, I can almost put money on it. I can almost put money on it that these sons of bitches they all got the AIDS. Now, why is that important? Well, take a look at that evil laugh. You know, like, hey, I may be dying of the AIDS, but I'm hurting you too. Yeah. I may have got the AIDS, but I'm hurting you. I'm serious, folks. I'm serious. And in my personal opinion, I think that this episode in American history is sending the gay people back at least 40 years. Because now it's not just about what they like sexually. Now it's about their mental capacity in relation to them and their sexuality. Because, look, I don't care. I mean, and this goes for heterosexual people, man. If you get the AIDS, screwing sluts and hookers, hey, I mean, that's tough titty. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, that's why you should put a rubber on it, for heaven's sake, all right? Maybe you should, go get tested or something. All right, be safe, for heaven's sake. But I don't understand why. I don't know. Anyway, folks, let me move on here. All right, and look, I'm not trying to hate on anybody who is a homosexual. I think homosexuals, much like the blacks, need to speak out against these characters and their contradictions before their group can move forward. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, I went off keister. I'm all over the place here. I was going to talk about, once again, the WikiLeaks releases of the Podesta emails proving that the Democrats are nothing more than a criminal enterprise. There are still questions swirling around about what the hell's going on with Julian Assange. I'd like to see some proof of life at this point in time. I'm getting a little worried about the man, even though they claim his internet was just cut off by a, quote, state party. But I'm not sure about that anymore. I mean, I'd like to see some proof of life from Julian Assange, because I know that the Ecuadorian president was pressured by John Kerry, all right? At John Kerry, or by John Kerry, and let me tell you, once John Kerry threatened the president of Ecuador, what happened? You got the internet cut off of old Julian Assange. Luckily, they have contingency plans at WikiLeaks, folks. They've got all kinds of contingency plans. That's why you're continuing to see released emails and released documents continuously, even though they have attempted to and obviously silenced Julian Assange's internet access from the Ecuador embassy in London. So I would definitely like to see a proof of life here. All right, so if anyone out there, that's in London can get possibly in to interview Assange, that'd be great, because we need to figure out what's going on here, because the media has been tight-lipped. I haven't heard anything, and not even the close associates to the WikiLeaks organization know what's going on. So it's nefarious, to say the least. Anyway, folks, did you all hear Obama today trying to lecture Trump, trying to say, "Hey, man, why are you complaining about rigged elections, baby? Quit whining about rigged elections, baby." Jesus Christ. You know what? Thank you, Mr. Binghamton. Mr. Binghamton. You see, this is why we are the new media here, all right? Now, how did I guess that the guy, Scott Foval, all right? I'm sorry, I don't mean to come back to the Project Veritas James O'Keefe video, but how did I guess that this effeminate fruit bowl had the AIDS. Look at this. Thank you, Mr. Binghamton. Excuse me, Mr. Binghamton. Here it is. Out of the Huffington Post, Scott Fovel, World AIDS Day, 8 years pause. The lessons of living with HIV. Oh, you know what I'm saying, huh? What'd I tell you? What did I tell you here? I told you, man. The guy that was in the damn James O'Keefe Project Veritas videos, I knew he was HIV positive. I didn't even have to know. I could just look at him. I could just see his face. I could just see the way he was looking and the way he was salivating at whoever the damn Project Veritas undercover agent was, for Christ's sake. Now, isn't that a coincidence, huh? Isn't that a coincidence? Oh, I knew that son of a bitch had the AIDS. I knew it, man. I knew it. I knew that he had the AIDS. And you see what I'm saying? I mean, now it turns that whole soliloquy that I did here this past hour, it puts a whole new twist on it, doesn't it, huh? It puts a whole new light on what I'm talking about, because I'm sure that you people were listening to me earlier and saying, well, what the hell is he talking about? I mean, the AIDS and HIV, what the hell is he talking about? I mean, that's dictating policy. What the hell does he mean? I told you, man. This is what's running the Democratic Party. This is why these people are soulless. This is why these people want to hurt people, because they're hurt themselves. They're dying, and they want to hurt people. They want to hurt people. Oh, my God, man. Thank you, Mr. Binghamton. I mean, that right there, I showed you. I mean, I told you so. I mean, I didn't even need to know who the hell Scott Fovel really was. I knew that he was an HIV-positive, effeminate male, and I told you, man. All right, I told you. I told you so, man. Look at it. It's written right by him on the Huffington Post. Scott Fovel, World AIDS Day, 8 years pause. The lessons with living with HIV. And yet he is on the Project Veritas James O'Keefe tapes stating all this vile, disgusting, criminal, violent, I mean, what a disgrace. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. And speaking of which, I was just talking about Assange. I'm telling you, man, they must be listening to my freaking broadcast every time. Just off the hot wire, Ecuador acknowledges that it has temporarily restricted WikiLeaks Assange's communications access following Clinton's leaks. Look at that. What did I tell you? I was just talking about it. I just said that. I'm telling you, how many times has that happened to us on the show, folks? Seriously. I mean, how many times does this happen to us on the show? I mean, right in the middle when I'm talking about something, all of a sudden some breaking news happens. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God, man. Let me go ahead. Let me get a drink on that note, for Christ's sake, man. Oh my God. I'm telling you, man, let me tell you, this show is the show of record, folks. I mean, I got 50,000 listeners that listen to me live every single time I'm on this broadcast, all right? 50,000. And that's because, Blog Talk Radio syndicates this broadcast in a variety of different capacities. I mean, there's a whole bunch of reasons why I get 50,000. But as I stated, folks, there's a lot of people that are listening into this broadcast, and it's not just a bunch of troll terrorists and cyber vermin, all right? I mean, I got some legitimate media folk listening to this broadcast because I'm the broadcast of record, boy. Do you understand that? I'm the broadcast of record. Anyway, let's move on, shall we, folks? Once again, I was just talking about Assange, and as I was talking about Assange and questioning his particular whereabouts, you got a release by the Ecuador embassy. Jesus Christ, isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about this Hillary Clinton piece that's coming out in the National Enquirer. For you folks that are going to write off snicker at the National Enquirer, hey, they were the ones that broke the John Edwards love child story. All right, they were the ones that broke the Hillary Clinton being sick stuff. They were first to a lot of things, all right? All right? So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, for Christ's sake. Anyway, they're going to release a story, all right? They're going to release a story that is going to interview one of the, quote, fixers of Hillary Clinton, who used to fix Hillary Clinton up with women, men, drugs. This fixer was also an intimidator, a hitman. He's got plenty. He's got plenty of different evidence to back up his claims. And the beautiful part about the National Enquirer, if it was really that much of a lie, somebody would have sued them, and they would have been out of business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you see, the reason nobody sues the National Enquirer and the stories that they put out, because they know that the National Enquirer will take the damn thing to trial, and the National Enquirer's freaking lawyers will crawl up their ass with a freaking microscope, for Christ's sake, man, all right? But anyway, I strongly advise everybody, I don't want to give away the story. It's brand new. It's out of the National Enquirer. Drudge has got it linked up. This new story, very damning. It's the fixer. This is a person that Hillary Clinton went to fix her up with men, fix her up with women, fix her up with, the underworld, per se. So I'm telling you right now, folks, it's getting more and more damning for the Clintons. The more and more this lamestream media tries to throw mud at Trump. All right? I'm serious. Anyway, folks, last but not least, I want to talk a little bit about the Russian naval force that is currently traveling through the English Canal en route to Syria. Because it's going to port in Syria, because this particular naval fleet actually has some missiles and missile defenses and, very serious weaponry, to say the least, that could challenge any potential armaments of the United States that are currently in that region. Now, folks, unfortunately, this may be the beginning of World War III. And for you folks that aren't keeping up with this scenario, it is true, it is factual. A Russian naval force is traveling through the English Canal en route to get to Syria, and NATO is vowing to intercept the fleet. Yeah, NATO is freaking, good God! Are you kidding me? Good God! Anyway, folks, as I'm stating here, man, this is getting pretty dangerous. It's getting dangerous to the point where we're the closest ever to World War III than at any other time that I can recollect in history. And I'd like to let everybody know that all you idiots that were sitting here calling me tinfoil hatting and all this other nonsense because I was saying that World War III's around the corner, well, look at it now, huh? Look at the goddamn crap now. Look at it now. This is serious business, man. And you've got the advisors to the Democratic Party, the advisors to this administration saying, hey, let's go full throttle. Let's go ahead and go into a direct nuclear confrontation with Russia. Why? Because they're losing the election. The Democrats are losing the election, so they're going to get us into a World War III so they can suspend the elections. I've been saying this for months. I mean, is this goddamn thing on? Is this microphone on? I've been saying it for months. God damn it. God damn it. I've been saying this for months, for Christ's sake. I've been telling you for months that World War III was around the corner. But what are you idiots doing? You ain't doing a goddamn thing but playing with your pecker shaft, watching cartoons, acting like a man-child is what you're doing. Acting like a goddamn man-child is what you're doing, thinking that your stupid man-child life is going to continue to sustain itself when it isn't, you stupid son of a bitch. God damn it. I've been saying this for months. You sorry sacks of... I've been saying this for months. I mean, give me a break. Wake up, people. Wake up. Stop being an idiot. Stop being intellectually lazy. Wake up. It's time to get off the sidelines and get on the front lines. And the front lines are right outside your goddamn door. Good God. Good God. I mean, do something. Tweet at these sons of bitches. Tweet at Obama. Tweet at your congressman. Message these sons of bitches. Email them. Call them. We're headed into World War III, you sacks of crap. Good. Damn it. We're headed into World War III, you morons. And you know, the Russians are taking it sure as hell seriously, you sons of bitches. They just had a 40 million person nuclear exercise. They're building bomb shelters. And what are we doing out here in America? Huh?
Oh, I'm watching The Voice tonight. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching The Voice. I'm watching Kim Kardashian and see how far her ass extends out from a backside.
Jesus Christ, man. I mean, I'm serious, man. Wake up. All right, goddammit, your little stupid man-child little life isn't going to be the same again unless you do something, you sorry sacks of crap. I mean, World War III's around the corner, goddammit! It's right around the corner, goddammit! Give me the mic! Give me the goddamn mic! You sons of bitches, I told you so. I told you so, but you know what? It may be too late. I mean, they're pulling the trigger on this, man. They're pulling the trigger. I mean, I'm telling you this right now. If by any chance there's anything that happens with this confrontation with the Russian fleet that is traveling through the English Channel and is currently being intercepted by NATO forces, if anything happens, you better well believe that they are going to suspend the elections. You better well believe that they're going to have martial law. You better well believe that they're going to start jailing people. All right? You better well believe this. I'm telling you this right now, folks. You people need to wake up. Anyway, folks, we are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Once again, bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show, where you can download every single episode of True Capitalist Radio ever recorded for free. You can go and download them at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, folks, if you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter. All right, the Twitter name to follow is Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And please, if you haven't already done so, please get a Gab account. Now, they are, backed up a little bit. It may take a week or two for you to get verified, but it's a Twitter-like substitute. It's comprised of a lot of folks that are in the Trump train, and it is my alternative. It will be my alternative social media if Twitter decides to be a dick and try to ban me. So once again, my Gab address is also Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And if you want to register for Gab, go to Gab at gab.ai. All right, gab.ai is the place to go to register for your own Gab address so we can ditch Twitter and get out of here. I'm sick of goddamn Twitter, man. Freaking Jack Dorsey. And let me tell you, I'm going to go off a little bit on Twitter here. All right, now, folks, for you folks that are unaware, some old friends of the Capitalist Army, the BWC, happen to have comprised a dox of 50 journalists that are anti-Trump propagandists that literally make a living spreading slanderous lies about Donald Trump, and they expect not anyone to maybe try to contact them to dispute the slanderous lies that they're conveying in the mediums in which they convey them. And you see, I was acting as a facilitator of information for folks that have any kind of discrepancies with these individuals to contact them accordingly to dispute any kind of misinterpretation, slander, lies, so that they can be, resolved in a mutually satisfying situation. Now, when I dropped the 50 anti-Trump journalists, all right, and it had everybody in there, folks. It had, was it Cenk from freaking Young Turks? It had all the Young Turks. It had Huffington Post. It had Glenn Beck. I mean, it was a pretty good list, man. I'm telling you, BWC, they did some pretty good work. Good job, and welcome back. And let me tell you, folks, what Twitter tried to do is lock me out of my goddamn account, all right? Lock me out of my goddamn account, all right? Because I tweeted the list of anti-Trump journalists, for Christ's sake, for pure information purposes only, all right? And yet you have Twitter trying to lock me out of my goddamn Twitter account, trying to censor me, trying to stop me, and yet they got all these people all over Twitter calling for the assassination of Trump, calling for violence on Trump, Trump supporters, for Christ's sake, and they don't say a goddamn thing to these people. So when they tried to lock me out of my account, folks, which they did, all right, I am, folks, literally am in shock, but then again, I wasn't surprised. So what I'm doing is I am getting a backup, and I strongly advise everybody who's on the Trump train to get a backup account. If you happen to be banned, if you happen to be silenced on Twitter, go register right now. Go register right now for gab.ai. That's gab.ai right now. All right? So all you've got to do, All you've got to do is spread that around like wildfire and have everybody get in on Gab, because we need an alternative to Twitter, because I'm sick and tired, all right? I am sick and goddamn tired of these ridiculous, pathetic, useless idiots that are trying to sit here and silence us on Twitter. I'm tired of it. I am sick and tired of it. So once again, folks, if you haven't already done so, all right, please go ahead, get on Gab right now and register. And they say it may take up to 2 weeks. It may not take that long, all right? And let's get an alternative to Twitter, because I'm sick and tired of Twitter, for Christ's sake. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I mean, let me tell you, if Jack Dorsey was right in front of my face right now, you want to know what I'd do to him? God damn it, Jack! I wish this was your face! I wish this was your face, Jack Dorsey, you son of a... I wish this was your face! That's what I would do to Jack Dorsey if I ever saw that over-feminine, fruity-ass son of a bitch! God damn it. I'm telling you, Jack Dorsey, you son of a bitch. All right? You son of a bitch! And I've got people tweeting at me right now that there's a lot of us getting shadow banned by Twitter. A lot of us out here getting shadow banned by Twitter. Well, by God, they ain't going to be able to silence us. Because now, you know what I'm going to do now? You see, now Twitter is forcing me to go, and they're forcing me to go out here, and I'm going to have to make a website now. Now I'm going to have to go make a website so that it can be the true alternative to, yours truly here, all right? And look, that was in the works, but now I've got to go and I've got to help facilitate this son of a bitch faster. And as I was stating, what I was going to do here, and look, I'm going to try to set this up here in the next couple of weeks, to say the least, all right, is try to make a Drudge Report-like site for this particular show, this broadcast, so on and so forth, a news aggregation site, so that everybody can be linked into the true news, underground news, any kind of news of any leaked emails or anything of that nature, because I'm telling you, we are the new media, and we have to take the initiative to go out and become the new media, all right? And that's why I'm encouraging everybody to go out and create their own blogs, create their own vlogs, create whatever it takes, man, to get the message out that our government is filled with nothing but criminals. This is a criminal organization, our government, and that's all there is to it, all right? That's all there is to it. So anyway, before I get to Radio Graffiti, I encourage everybody in the Capitalist Army, everybody in the Trump train, get on Gab now. It's an alternative to Twitter, all right? The address is gab.ai. Gab.ai. And, I'll support anything that is against the tech oligarchs in this goddamn freaking Silicon Valley. I'm serious. I'm sick of these Silicon Valley oligarch crap, moron, imbecilic, trying to monopolize the internet sons of bitches. I'm tired of it. Anything to beat these sons of bitches, man. Anyway, folks, let's just go ahead and move on to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti. That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now at 425-390-6146, and when I call on your area code, on your area code, you got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why they call this Radio Graffiti, all right? And, of course, folks, before I get to Radio Graffiti, I'd like to remind everybody there's only a limited amount of time. And, look, the only reason that I have these autographs up still is because I have a lot of people on Twitter. I have some emails from people stating, please, Ghost, I get paid on a certain day. Can you keep them up for sale? Please, please. Look, this is it, man. I'm serious. This is it, all right? So if you want an autograph, and you want one of the most dangerous autographs to have in America today, well, then, by God, put in your browser address bar right now, ghost.market, all right? Ghost.market, all right? And go ahead and get yours truly's autograph or the engineer, because they're only going to be up for a limited time, folks, all right? They're only going to be up for a limited time. So once again, put it in your address bar, ghost.market. They're only going to be up for a limited time, folks. Anyway, do we got any callers there, engineer? Well, all right, folks. Well, let's go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti right now. All right, folks. Who do we got here? We got Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Changing a song can change your whole day, but change has never been this powerful. At Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, we're rolling out our capable new lineup and big savings. Shop your local Nissan store and choosenissan.com. Offers end soon. Changing a song can change your whole day, but change has never been this powerful. At Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, we're rolling out our capable new lineup and big savings. Shop your local Nissan store and choosenissan.com. Offers end soon.
Jesus Christ. Are we going to start this now? We're going to start some freaking Helen Keller deaf mutes here? Anonymous Radio Graffiti. We got Scarlet Moon Radio Graffiti. All right, we get it. Jesus Christ. I can't believe you people make songs out of that crap. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Give us a sense of who's at the mic right now, who's up there at the podium, and who's been talking up there, Bill, warming them up for Donald Trump.
You know, it's the strangest thing. He just took the stage and he didn't introduce himself. And in fact, the person who was on stage before him, one of Trump's advisors, said, I'm going to bring somebody very special on the stage, and then he left. And then this person came up and he didn't introduce himself. I'm not sure who he is.
I know you are wondering who this tall, dark, and handsome guy is up here.
He's boss. Fred Williamson is boss nigga.
It's obvious why I'm here. I'm here to support Donald Trump. And just win, baby.
Now, yeah, that's actually true. The guy that, plays in that movie that you all love to freaking play because of the engineer, he actually embraced Trump. So that just goes to show you how, this show crosses real life a little bit too often, and probably a little bit too uncomfortable for you all, to say the least. But, it happens, baby. 419 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, hey, Ghost. How's it going?
How you doing?
Oh, man. It's been like 4 or 5 days. I've been trying to freaking get on your show. I don't even know what happened. I called up to tell you, about all these trolls and stuff like that. Look, they don't know you, and you don't know them in real life. They don't know anything about your family and stuff like that. And you know what they're saying about your family is not true. So you really shouldn't care if they talk about your family.
Yeah, no, you know what? I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but you see, what gets me angry is I know these little twats, they would never dare. All right? They would never dare say anything like that to my face. They would never come up to me. They would never say anything like that. And because they're in a little fiber optically connected world that we call the internet, for Christ's sake, they think that they can get away with this stuff. But in real life, I'm going to be honest with you, I'd leave them on a stretcher. They'd be taken out on a goddamn stretcher. And that's all there is to it, boy, all right? Anyway, who else do we got going on over here, folks? How about area code 484, Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, what's up?
What's up?
Great show today. What I wanted to talk to you about was I think it'd be cool if you brought back Capitalist Confessions.
Well, you know, I brought Capitalist Confessions back the last time, and everybody was acting like half-tards, so I don't know, man. We'll see. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
G'day, guys. Distilling Capitalist here, man. How are you?
Hey, what's going on to Distilling Capitalist? How you doing, man?
Man, pretty good. I'm just listening to all this hubbub about Russia's naval fleet, mate. It sounds like another Able Archer incident, if I'm honest.
You know, it's. Let me tell you, I personally believe that this is a coordinated effort to bring the entire world into totalitarianism. I've said this, and I'll continue to say it. And look, the emails, the recent leaked emails show that it was Hillary Clinton that got money from Vladimir Putin himself, as opposed to Donald Trump being supposedly an agent for Putin and the Russians. And you see, because all this information is coming out very rapidly, that's why they had to shut down WikiLeaks. That's why they had to silence Assange, and that's why they're initiating this World War III confrontation. As far as I'm concerned.
That's fair enough. Well, let's hope Donald Trump gets in and we can avert this crisis.
Well, I hope so. I mean, one of the things that he did say on Michael Savage's show, he was on actually Michael Savage's show yesterday. He was saying that if he was elected president, he would actually meet with Putin before he was actually inaugurated president to calm down any of these, nuclear confrontation, World War III threats. Because, I mean, nobody wins in a nuclear confrontation or a nuclear war, to say the least. But unfortunately, here we have, the Democrats, the current administration, trying to utilize World War III as a ploy to stay in office, man. So, very serious, very scary times, man.
Yep, sounds like it, mate. Well, you have a good one, mate, and I hope the rest of the show goes good for you. Don't let the trolls get to you.
Hey, don't worry about it. Thank you very much, Distilling, and I appreciate you for listening and all the things that you do for the Capitalist Army, man. I appreciate it. How about area code 859, Radio Graffiti?
This is True M&M Radio. True M&M Radio.
Give him a hot beat or give him death.
Y'all act like you never seen a white person before. Jaws all on the floor like Pan and Comic just burst in the door and started whooping her ass first and before.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the rap god himself, the man they call
Slim Shady, brain dead like Jim Brady. I'm a M80, you little like that Kim lady. I'm busted, dirty does it, naughty rhymer. Person that you play is worse than Morty.
All right, we get it. All right, look, I hate Eminem, all right? I mean, stop it with the Eminem jokes. I mean, seriously, if anybody knows Eminem, I mean, please tell him, hey, call my show. All right, I mean, if he thinks he's such a badass, I'll be more than happy to meet him somewhere and beat the crap out of him. Just like that big fat black dude did when he was like, what was he, like 13 or 14? Y'all remember this? Y'all read this? This idiot claims that he's from Detroit when some fat, disgusting black gangster kicked the living bejesus out of him and sent him packing to his granny's in Virginia or something. Huh? Y'all remember? Oh, y'all don't hear about that in 8 Mile now, do you? Huh? Y'all don't hear about that in 8 Mile now, do you there, boy? Look it up, man. He got his ass kicked out of Detroit, man. Some big fat black dude beat the living bejesus out of him, and then he got out, all right? Look it up. Anyway, who else do we got? We got 619 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what's up, Ghost? A lot of people have been. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on? Who's this?
It's Asho.
Oh, what's going on, Asho? I don't know what to think about you anymore. What are you doing?
A lot of people have been messaging me on Twitter, asking for the dimensions for printing out your autograph. And I've been telling them. And for the engineers. You guys need to buy them. All right. For yours, yeah, just print it out. It's 400 by 500.
You goddamn Mexican.
Jesus Christ, no, I got asshole Mexican bootlegging my goddamn autograph. I got asshole Mexican bootlegging my goddamn autograph, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, man. What are you doing, asshole? Jesus Christ. You know what? Give me the mic.
Let me tell you something, asshole. All right, I thought you were my friend, man. You know what? I want a Mexican check on asshole. I want a Mexican check on asshole because I want to know if I don't think he's Mexican. You know what I think asshole is? I think he's Indian. All right, because he's acting like a goddamn Indian giver. You son of a damn it! Damn it!
God damn it, man! Mexican bootlegging my goddamn autograph. Screw you, man. Son of a bitch. I'm telling you, man. I can't take this freaking. I can't take this betrayal anymore, man. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I cannot take this goddamn betrayal. I can't, man. Not on another Taco Tuesday. I mean, no. I'm not letting you take my Taco Tuesday.
Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic. Jesus Christ, asshole. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Hates the trolls and DJ Keys. Eats so much meat, he struggles to breathe, and he gets his ass from the toilet seat. G-W-H-O-S-T. Metazor white in the back of Applebee's. Alabama black snake 7 days a week. That's the bad bitch that Ghost likes to see. He's been to the motherfucking Alamo, sucking off chains at the glory hole. Engineer wants to be the talent for one, and play boss nigger for the fruit. Cuts get his ass off the wheelchair with grip folks feet. It ain't easy for that deadbeat. Don't hate your fine girl Caroline. It's the butter that'll make him die. We call it talk about Charlie. We know that Ghost ain't gonna be fun for Trump. Hillary gonna be the next president. No, that's retarded. Talks about it. Ghost gonna shoot his pearls and tough guys tough. And Max Money Sakers, he's sticking it off. Shake those.
All right. Look, first of all, I couldn't even understand you, for Christ's sake, all right? I mean, to be honest with you, if you're going to be a damn rapper, the least you could do is not rap to the same tone as the goddamn beat, you stupid idiot. I mean, don't you understand the frequencies of your goddamn voice drowned out whatever the hell you were trying to say? I couldn't even understand what the hell you were saying, for Christ's sake, you stupid imbecile. Learn how to freaking audio edit. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Angry racist Jewish hambone. Angry racist Jewish hambone. Angry racist Jewish hambone. Jewish and racist hambone hour. He's some kind of Jewish grand dragon. Racist Jewish hambone. And a racist. And he's green. Jewish hambone. When the evil trolls attack, he gives those hands a mighty smack. Angry racist Jewish hambone. Angry racist.
Jesus Christ, man. Look, I'm serious. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm going to end the show if you all keep this up, man. All right? I mean, we're like 20 days away from the election, you idiots. This is serious business. Don't you understand it? This is serious business. But no, everybody wants to, pretend that this is a big joke, huh? that this is a big deal. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Oh, my God, man. Yeah, and people are tweeting at me saying that, you know, these people that are calling up are a bunch of special ed dropouts. I mean, tell me about it, for heaven's sake. I mean, do y'all remember the day when there used to be like a decent prank call going on, when people would think about prank calls and be methodical about it and be a little funny about it? Y'all remember that? What the hell happened to those days? I mean, seriously, what in the hell happened to those days when, you actually had a freaking prank call that actually had a freaking punchline that was actually kind of funny? I mean, what happened to those days, man? I mean, these people are literally no personality having jerk dick losers. I have no idea. All right, I have no idea. But this is getting pretty lame, and we continue to get lame stuff. I'm out of here because, I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, I haven't had a freaking break in a minute here, and all I get is disrespect, man. I mean, I'm giving you free money in the morning. All right, I'm giving you 3 hours of my life every day. You know that we're approaching 1,400 hours of broadcasting here? Almost 1,400 hours of my life I've given you people. 1,400 hours of my life. Man, and look, people are telling me to get rid of Radio Graffiti. I'm really seriously considering it. All right, I'm seriously considering it, man, because I don't know. I don't know. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Shout out to the true talent of True Capitalist Radio engineer.
Shut up with that. Shut up. Jesus Christ. 609 Radio Graffiti.
Dormy Sweet Radio Graffiti. I am putting a freaking turd in the punch bowl. Let me go ahead and take a swig of this. Good stuff.
You son of a... You son of a bitch! Man, I'm getting tired of this! I'm getting tired of it! Every goddamn day, I gotta put up with this crap. Every day. Give me a mic. Every day I'm putting up with this garbage, man. Every day. Man, give me some more beer. More beer, for Christ's sake. God damn it. I'm telling you, man, I'm just... I'm tired of this crap, man. I'm serious, man. 224 Radio Graffiti.
They see her flying, they hating. They try to put her down when she's flying derpy. You know that she's flying derpy. You know that she's flying derpy. You know that she's flying derpy. And I know she's flying derpy. She has a strong mind, so cross-eyed. So they put her down because she's flying derpy. You know that she's flying derpy. You know that she's flying derpy. They see her flying derpy. And I know she's flying derpy.
Y'all homies don't know me. Laugh when I fly into a tree. Check it with my ocular disease. Assuming some low fucking pedigree. When I'm flying, you know I ain't lying. Trouble with the doctor screwing time. I never once did you catch me crying. Just getting straight on all the traitor signs. I've been legit up and down the shit. All my love goes out to my two babies. It sucks when you're getting credulous about failings and all the earth friends know to hate me. If I got my innocence, how can we get my dissonance? My bubble but luminous is busting straight eye consciousness. What it do? Make it talk so evanescent. Discrimination like no other. Only the cabronis are my brothers. Every man with their stuck-up druthers can suck on my wings and make them harder. I'm beyond OG. That's simple. Never asked me, so I level. But now that I'm here, you better lay still, or you get hit with a safe and an anvil. Welcome to Pony.
They see her flying.
Just Get this mic out of my face.
I've had it with you stupid cartoon fetish brony bastards, man. I'm tired of this crap. You disgusting, overgrown man-children. I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of it. Freaking bronies, man. I'm sick of you people, man. I'm sorry. I'm sick of you bronies. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. You are disgusting human beings. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you goddamn clopping brony bastards. I'm sick of all of you. God damn it. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of this crap, man. Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the freaking mic, man. God damn it, I'm tired of this, man. Man, let me get a friendly face going. Let's get a friendly voice here. Let me see if I can find a friendly voice going on because I'm tired. I'm so tired of this crap. I'm tired of it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe I should just end the damn show right now, man. I mean, what the hell am I doing here? Seriously, I mean, why am I letting you people ruin my Taco Tuesday, for Christ's sake, man? Anyway, I think we got Karaskin in the house. What's going on to Karaskin? How you doing, man?
Nothing much. I got a story to tell you, by the way.
Oh yeah, well, what's going on? What's going on with you, Karaskin? How you doing, man?
I saw a clown stalking me just far away from here recently, and he was just looking at me with the creepy eye and all that, and he was just holding this red balloon. It's like it's showing a subtle image, saying that I could be next in his list. It's kind of scary to say the least. But anyway,
are you kidding me? You actually saw a clown in your neck of the woods over there? I mean, you were witness to this whole clown epidemic that's happening all over the country?
Yeah, it's just creepy. I really don't like this kind of thing. I mean, clowns used to be funny and all that. They used to entertain children and all that, but now look at them. They're all like staring into your very soul. Ooh, something like that. It's
so you mean to tell me that what, were you during the day or was it kind of at night?
I was just walking along, just getting my evening walk-a-thon, and all of a sudden I saw a clown. Yeah, that's all I saw. And he was just standing there, looking me in the eye. Well, I try to ignore it, but he just stands there. It's oh my goodness! I don't know how am I going to sleep at night when I saw that. It was
so he was standing there. Was he? So he had a balloon in his hand. Was he waving at you? Was he like hey, or doing something like
that? Kind of like that. But the next thing I know, when I had my back turned, he was just flipping the bird at me. What a dick, really.
Well, he flipped you off. What are you talking about? Instead of you weren't scared enough for him, so he flipped you off, Karaskin?
Yeah, I don't like clowns, period.
He gave you the middle finger? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh, man. Hey, Karaskin, thank you very much for calling in, man. I couldn't believe, I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on with this clown epidemic, but I personally believe that, I saw one of them on video get their legs broken. I think that needs to start happening a little bit more frequently, and then these clowns will stop, going around thinking that it's all funny, acting like, some wannabe, it character, if you will. Anyway, I think we got Raiden Snake in the house. What's going on to Raiden Snake?
Hey, Ghost, it's been a while. How you been?
Hey, I've been all right. How you been there, Raiden Snake, man? I hear that, they've given you the old lockout of the Twitter account as well.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, well, regarding this clown epidemic, I'll tell you this now. It also happened over here as well, because apparently a good friend of mine actually happened to have Aussie spot one five doors away from where she lives. and there was even a picture of it on Facebook.
Oh, my God. Over there in your neck of the woods, across the pond over there, they're doing this crap as well?
Yep, it's been all over the news. I don't know if you got my tweets a couple of weeks ago, or about just over a week ago, because I did post a link to that as well.
Oh, my God, this is unbelievable, for Christ's sake, man. Have you personally bear witness to one of these clowns in one of these epidemics?
No, I don't really dare go out at night, to be honest. No chance.
Oh, you don't even dare to go out at night? You're a little apprehensive about going out at night, I see, huh?
Yeah, apart from like all the kind of crime and that, like all the drunks and like people who just have had one too many. It's common around here. So I'd rather just stay away from it all.
All right, man, no problem. I hear you, man. You want to give a shout-out to anybody, man? It's good to hear from you, and I'm going to try to bring you on here a little bit more often, man, but since I've gotten more lines, I literally got 100-some people on these lines here, and, it's kind of hard for the engineer to, pick out the numbers to call, if you will.
No, that's fine. I thought obviously shout out to your good self, shout out to the engineer, obviously shout out to everyone in the inner circle, obviously. And obviously Kraskin and all the others as well.
All right. Hey, Raiden Snake, it's always good to hear from you, man, and thank you very much for calling in. Once again, Raiden Snake, part of the Capitalist Army, Inner Circle as well. It's good to hear from him, as well as Karaskin. It's good to hear from Karaskin as well, all right? Anyway, once again, we're going to continue on here with Radio Graffiti. I'm glad I was able to hear some friendly voices, for Christ's sake, because I was getting good goddamn tired of these stupid, disgusting pieces of ungrateful troll terrorist trash. I was getting tired of them. Anyway, we got 727 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Not much, man. I just got a quick question for you.
All right, go ahead, man.
But before I begin, you mentioned these steel pennies a while ago. Turns out they're not really that much in value because people are getting like a coating off of them and redoing it. I forgot what it was called, but I tried to look into that, and I was wondering, how many times would I have to go to the bank to exchange like $5 bills or $10 bills until I get like a lucky kind of a $50? Because the first time
if I knew the answer to that, I would know the answer to the lottery numbers for this evening. Look, I suggested to go out to the bank and you go and exchange a $5, $10 for $50, and, you may occasionally get lucky and find one that's pre-64 or find one that's pre-73, I believe, because those that are from 65 to 73 are still 40% silver, and the ones before 64, I believe, are 90%. Now, how many times you have to go to the bank? Well, I can't tell you that, man, And, if you want to be able to, I know you said in a tweet that you got a few $50 that were silver, and you want to know what to do with the ones that you have, well, go to your local store and, buy something and tell them, hey, can you give me change? I got these $50. Can you give me regular dollars or something of that nature? And then they'll say yes, and then you can go back to your bank and do the same thing. All right? The only reason I suggested that is because that's an idea to obtain silver amongst a whole other arrays of obtaining capital. I'm a capitalist, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I try to think of every way possible to maintain capital and to make capital. And a profit, baby. You understand? Anyway, who else do we got here? How about 512 Radio Graffiti?
We got Disco Waffle, Radio Graffiti.
All right, you got to fix the Obama phone there, Disco Waffle. How about 210 Radio Graffiti? All right, I think you're trying to disrespect Stevie Ray Vaughan. I get it. How about the Teutonic Plague, Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost. Happy Taco Tuesday. Look, man, I seem to have a problem in my neck of the woods, not having to do with clowns, but if you let me explain it to you, I'll explain it to you.
All right, well, let's go ahead. What do you got?
Well, I've got this friend, and he really enjoys your show. The man really likes your show, but here's the problem. This man, he doesn't troll you. He's not one of these people that troll you, but he does troll me. And he says that you are a racist who works for the government and is taking down names, and he also jokingly says the engineer's the true talent. So we've got a real-life troll on our hands, man. What do I do?
Well, I don't know. First and foremost, I sure as hell ain't no government agent. I can tell you that right now. All right? I ain't no goddamn government agent. I can tell you that. I got to reassure you that at this point in time. All right? But as far as the engineer being the real talent, I mean, give me a break. I'm tired of these people, spreading this ridiculous notion around, all right? I mean, I'm the true talent, man. It's True Capitalist Radio hosted by Ghost. Jesus Christ, man. You know what? A freaking drink, for Christ's sake. All right, let me see. What else do we have here? Anonymous Radio Graffiti. J-Man Capitalist Radio Graffiti. Let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shootouts right now. All right, we got Scarlet Moon. We got Goofy Bones and Raiden Singer. Who else do we have? Carraskin. We got Wheelie Dan. It's Matt Pony. Liquid Schwartz and G. Disco Waffle. Sonic Blade. Shut up. John Conquest. Donald Brony Network. Both. Ghostini. J-Man. Godzilla. My wife. And the Wizard. The talented engineer. Yes! Yes! I'm great at this game, baby! You son of a bitch! God damn it! What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What in the hell kind of splice was that, you son of a bitch? That was horrible! I mean, maybe some of those people I get, but my wife? All right, some of the freaking inner circle? I mean, give me a break! How long did it take your stupid troll terrorist cyber vermin ass to concoct that son of a bitch's splice? Jesus Christ, man. I mean, that... I'm done with
FiOS is not cable. We're wired differently, which means you can get the fastest internet available with equal upload and download speeds from 50 to 500 megs. So you can upload 200 photos before your favorite song is finished. Click the ad and switch to FiOS today to get our best offer ever.
Changing a song can change your whole day, but change has never been this powerful. At Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, we're rolling out our capable new lineup and big savings. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Offers end soon.
Give me the mic. Give me the mic. You know what? I'm done with this goddamn show today. You have tainted this Taco Tuesday, and I'm not in the mood for this crap. I don't know if you can tell from my goddamn voice, but I'm not in the mood for this crap. I'm not in the mood for this garbage, man. I mean, the election is right around the corner, for Christ's sake, man. You got the mainstream media spreading slanderous lies at Donald Trump. You got Twitter trying to ban me, for heaven's sake. I got troll terrorists and cyber vermin trying to crawl up my butt crack, for Christ's sake. I'm getting infested by bronies. And I get no goddamn respect from anybody. Not any of these sorry sacks of crap out here. Look, I'm getting out of here. All right, I'm not tainting this Taco Tuesday any goddamn more. Jesus Christ, folks. Anyway, look, tomorrow, as I stated, I am going not to have a broadcast tomorrow at 4 p.m. I am going to have the broadcast later, before, during, and after the debate, which is tomorrow is the last debate, folks. While you're dicking around, troll terrorizing, and cyber vermining, all right, we got tomorrow the last debate, the most important, the final debate, you stupid, sorry sacks of crap. So as I stated, folks, I'm not going to be on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm looking at somewhere around 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time is when I'm going to be conducting this broadcast, all right? So please mark that on your calendar. Tomorrow I will be broadcasting before, during, and after the debate. And after the debate, I will be taking your calls to see your feelings on who won the debate, the good points, the bad parts about the debate. And once again, I am going to be airing the debate live on the broadcast. I will be airing the debate live on the broadcast. So if you only want to listen to the debate and listen to commentary as the debate's happening, then by God, tune in tomorrow. I'm thinking around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And as I stated, folks, I'm not going to be here at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, so make sure of that. I can't believe you idiots did this to me on Taco Tuesday, man. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here, man. I'm not in the mood for this crap. I'm not in the mood for this crap! So anyway, folks, I'm getting the hell out of here. Follow me on Twitter, folks. Politics Ghost is the name to follow on Twitter. All one word, no underscores. And, of course, the same name on Gab, folks. GAB.AI. All right, that's the new alternative Twitter. You can follow me on there at Politics Ghost as well. And, of course, folks, if you haven't done so, please follow me, or not follow me, please bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. You can download every one of my episodes absolutely free right there. And, of course, folks, we only got a limited time for these autographs, baby, all right? Only got a limited time for these autographs, for heaven's sake. And don't burn them, asshole. Don't buy them to burn them. Don't buy my autograph to burn them, for heaven's sake. And look, it's only going to be around for a limited time, so you better act now. All right, if you didn't act the last time, you better act now, because these are going to be gone forever. I'm not joking around. All right, I don't care how many people tweet at me and email me saying, "Oh no, don't take them down. I'm going to get paid. Just leave it up for a little bit more." So get them while you can. Type in your address bar right now, ghost.market. That's ghost.market, and purchase yours truly's autograph or the engineer. Either way, each and every one of these are handmade by yours truly or the engineer himself, are signed by yours truly or the engineer himself, folks. And once again, once these are gone, you can never buy them again. They're limited time. I'm telling you this right now, folks. I'm not joking around. Do not burn my autograph, all right? I can't believe you idiots are even buying this to burn it. I can't believe you're buying it to burn it. What kind of sick freaks are you? Seriously, what kind of sick freaks are you, for Christ's sake, man? Jesus Christ, man. You know what? I've just been informed that the debate starts at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, so I will start the show, I think, now at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time is when I will broadcast, all right? All right? 7:30 p.m., mark it down on your calendar, Central Standard Time is when I'll broadcast before the debate, and we will commentate during the debate and have some post-show comments after the debate, folks. So I hope that you partake in it. The last time that we had it, it was a great success. We had a great time post-debate. So I hope that you attend. I'm going to be broadcasting the debate live while live commentating, basically disputing any slanderous lies that the Hillary Clinton is going to spew out in this debate, highlighting what Trump is stating as far as his policy is concerned so that people can be enlightened and well-explained and well-informed about the policies being conveyed out here. Oh, God, no. Hold on, folks. You know, before I go, breaking news here, and thanks to TapTech, multiple students shot at a San Francisco high school here. Here we go again. And look, I don't know. You don't even know if these are false flags anymore. You don't know what the hell's going on here. But how convenient. Another school shooting, another diversion, so that we can no longer talk about the goddamn Clinton emails, the Podesta emails, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around. Another diversion, right? I mean, aren't these a little too convenient, folks? And once again, isn't San Francisco supposed to be one of these cities that are supposed to be protecting their citizens with gun safety and gun control? Isn't the state of California supposed to be a gun control state? Huh? Look at this crap. How many shootings have we had in California, for heaven's sake? Here we go again, folks. Here we go again. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, I can't believe it. I cannot believe this. I mean, isn't California supposed to be some gun-free zone here, huh? Unbelievable. Anyway, folks, I'm getting the hell out of here. Once again, a limited time, all right? A limited time is left on these autographs, folks, so please get them while you can. Once again, type into your browser right now, ghost.market, if you want yours truly's autograph, or the engineer. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, engineer, you're being kind of slow with signing these autographs, engineer. I'm going to be completely honest with you, all right? I'm serious, man. I'm not joking. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, look, I'm getting the hell out of here, all right? Once again, ghost.market, all right? They're coming down, and once the autographs are gone, they're gone. That's it, all right? Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in with me. I will be back tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 30 minutes prior to the debate, giving some pre-debate commentary, and we will listen to the debate together live right here on the broadcast, and I will be providing commentary during the debate itself, all right? I mean, during the debate itself. So it's going to be a great time. We had a great time last time we did this. We're going to do it again, and it's the final presidential debate. We got to go bare knuckle. I hope that the Trump train is listening in tomorrow. I hope that the capitalist army is listening in tomorrow. Once again, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Anyway, folks, I am getting out of here. I will be back here tomorrow, man. I hope that you tune in with me, all right, because this is a very important debate. Our country is on the line. Our country is on the line. So wake up. Wake up. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here. And look, keep your eyes open on what the hell's going on in the San Francisco high school shooting. I mean, it may be another Sandy Hook false flag. And for you folks that don't think that Sandy Hook was a false flag, why do you think that the judge shot down the Sandy Hook supposed victims from suing gun manufacturers? Because the judge knew it was a bunch of crap, all right? And all you need to do is take a look at a documentary that's free to download on YouTube called Let's Talk About Sandy Hook. All right? Let's Talk About Sandy Hook. Watch that movie, and it's a little bit long, but it throws every piece of evidence on why exactly this whole goddamn thing was a staged false flag and colluded by the whole damn town and elements of the state government itself. Once again, watch this movie. It's called Let's Talk About Sandy Hook. And let me tell you, I know you can say tinfoil hatting all the way, but if you haven't watched that movie, well, then shut your freaking face, all right? Then shut your stupid, stinking freaking face. Anyway, I am out of here. All right, you be here tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. before the debates, 30 minutes before the debates, and we are going to talk about it pre, during, and post commentary during the debates, and I hope to see you here, folks. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in with me. Long live the capitalist army. Jesus Christ, did my voice just crack there? Jesus, give me some beer. Give me my beer. Jesus Christ, you see what your trolls are doing to me, man? Long live the capitalist army, and death to feminism, death to socialism, death to communism, and death to totalitarianism. I'm out of here. You better be here tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, the final presidential debate.